Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes.
We here. I got my boy to my left.
Mr. Halliburton.
What the
That's
hell?
what they be calling
Me
me.
and Pierre got out our car at the same time. Pierre looked at me and said, Mike ass crazy.
Why?
Because you wearing a damn Tyrese Halliburton jersey right now.
But the only thing that keep coming out of his mouth is Jalen Brunson every time we talk about something.
Cause I'm a big fan of basketball, man. We got so much.
It
time
sounds
to
like
leave.
you a hopper.
I just enjoy the sport.
Okay.
Enjoy ball. That's what I do.
We got Mike to my left. We got D Mills. How we feeling this morning?
Feeling good. How you feeling?
Feeling good. I mean, I see that you joined the Banana Breakfast crew, which is
You
pretty
can't add nothing to yourself. You can't add nothing to yourself, boy. Don't come in here.
Is that gonna be enough for you? Because
Why not?
usually before the show you get like a sandwich or something, like a big breakfast.
I've been fasting a lot of mornings lately.
Oh, that's
so-
cool. That's cool. Real quick though,
that banana like a damn prop.
I
You gotta set up
I
like
gotta
that.
say something. Obviously, we went to the game on Sunday. I put a picture in that group chat of some random dude with a bald head and a beard. You thought that was D-Mills for
I didn't
real?
click the picture, but yeah, because I didn't zoom in.
Me and Mike I was sitting in between both of them. I was sandwiched in. So me and Mike, like kind of how when me and you just got out the car, me and Mike kind of looked at each other. And I guess we both had seen the dude, and I think we was turning to each other to say, look, that dude look like D Mills. And I saw Mike pull out his phone. I'm like, you about to take a picture? He missed a little decent amount. He texted to you. I thought he was gonna post it to Twitter. Because I was gonna be like, there go D Mills, and I know they was gonna be like, why he ain't sitting by y'all? And I was gonna be like, this ain't Darrick.
He had kind of like the same shape as D-Mills, the same bald
Beard,
head.
everything was the same. And the way you took the picture, it looked like it could be Darrick because it's like the
definitely could.
blurred out in the background.
He's like,
type.
D-Mills not sitting with y'all?
Yeah, it really did look like you. I don't even think we pointed it out to you.
No,
You
yeah,
probably just saw it in the text,
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw the text message.
I feel bad not to be there with my homies and my cousin, but it is what it is, man. I had to go to that graduation party. I would have loved
That's
to
what
be
it
there.
was, the
Yeah.
graduation.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause
Hey,
somebody was asking.
I would say we got a lot of love there. Like a lot of people, and you know what I mean, they watch the show, they've seen us before, but I was surprised by how many people was like, yo, watch the show. And there was a lot of older people too, which makes it real cool because they like just in passing. Dude had a whole wedding ring on, was older. Like, hey, love the show. Like, where your cousin at? I'm like, man, don't ask me where he at. Every time you see me, you ain't got to ask about one of these three dudes.
Right, yeah.
Would you have got on the scooters with us?
Yes?
You would have? You don't rub me as a scooter through the streets guy, does he?
None of us do. We just did something. We ain't.
If you saying, hey, we have to get on scooters to get back to the car, but I'm going to walk and make y'all sit in the car for 12 minutes and wait for me?
No. You'd have walked. We would have got on the scooters.
It's a scooter, though. It's not like y'all skydiving.
Oh, true. You just don't rub me as the type that hop on a scooter.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, you make it
It's
seem
not
like we
like
got on
them scooters were-
motorcycles.
Yeah.
You see, we got on motorcycles. Hey, I'm telling you right now, if I hear my dog fall, I'm going to spaz. No, I'm just joking. Christian over there making a mess. But anyway, the scooters were fun, but I don't know why he's saying it like.
They were dangerous.
He's saying it like, no, it was a little dangerous. We all in traffic, but he's saying it like KB a little square. What'd you take KB as?
I don't know. I'm not a square, but I just he don't seem like he would be like, yeah, let's get on these scooters. I feel like KB would not have been the one to initiate.
You know what I like to do? Get home. So if you're telling me getting on that scooter would have got us to our car to get home fast, I would have got on that scooter.
Do Mike seem like a guy to get on the scooter?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Because he's an ex-skater, so like he likes the adrenaline.
Yeah. I almost was on
Bro, you got a
X-Games.
Tyrese Halliburton jersey on right now.
I'm
That's nuts.
liking it too, bro. It's
Is that a
dope
Q?
jersey.
Oh, yeah, it is a QR code. Come here.
What does that QR code go to?
I'm about to find out.
We finna find out.
This feel like an ad, I
Oh,
promise you.
I thought he had already did.
Well,
it.
they's paying to be on that jersey, so it's definitely some type of ad.
I'm saying for us. I'm not getting paid to do this, but I'm very curious of what it goes to.
It's a link to the jersey.
When we went to
It's to the site.
when we
their
went
site,
to the
yeah.
jersey place, I was like, this is the smartest advertisement ever. You just pull out the QR code and put it on the jersey. Mike tried to out me. Just let y'all know, Pete's got him a Nimhard jersey. Yeah, Nimhard is my
He
boy.
was looking at the TJ McConnell one.
Never in my life. And I like TJ McConnell.
Do you have open toe sandals right now?
Boy, that GTA ass fit.
Oh, man.
Christian is in the studio wilder.
Bro, you're not going to the beach.
Oh man,
It's
bro.
not even hot outside.
No.
Oh, sure. We would love to hear why. He's got blisters on his
That
feet.
is not why. That is not why. You are entering your white folk shit. This is that time of
I
the
thought it
year.
was say he walked.
I got cousins.
He walked that distance.
I don't know
in
if
those
Christian,
flip-flops.
you're not gonna be able to lie to us. You're not gonna be able to lie to us. I identify as a black man, but I am mixed. So I have white cousins with blonde hair and blue eyes that live in Utah, and they do that type of shit when they used to come visit. The open toe sandals and shit,
It's
feet all
December.
out, going to check the mail with no socks on and all that.
I would do that part though. Check the
With
mail.
no socks?
Yeah.
Just put on some like
check the mail,
slides
check
or
the
house
mail.
shoes.
No, you talking about no slide. I'm talking about just go walk.
Oh.
Oh.
To check the mail. I put on my wife's
Right.
Crocs with no
But
socks.
you're putting
and-
something on your feet.
Oh, you just talking about barefoot then.
Barefoot, just
I thought
walking.
you meant in sandals. No,
No, I'm
hell
not
no.
going out
Right,
barefoot.
exactly.
I've never.
Exactly.
My feet have never hit the pavement. Not in my adult life.
Look at Mike. He
I have,
thinking
I
about
have.
it. He thought about it. I could tell. He thought about it. Like,
At the
man, I don't
pool,
wash
at
my
the
hands
pool,
after
you know
I
you got to
shit.
get out the pool.
Look me in my eyes and tell me if you think that I've been in the pool in my adult life.
I don't think I ever. Yeah, I've seen you in the pool and gym.
In my adult life.
Oh yeah, adult line.
And even that's not the cement. That's
weren't y'all
that's
finna get a pool in the backyard?
No, never in my life.
Oh,
Oh, you not a pool
It's
guy?
It's a waste of money.
I'm not a pool guy, but I've gotten in the pool with like Ari.
did you get in the pool in Vegas with us?
I
Yes.
got in the
Yeah.
pool in Vegas.
Okay, that's the thing.
But we barely
That
got.
shit was a little pool.
yeah,
though,
we
too.
didn't. That don't count.
That shit
We
was
wasn't
like something
swimming, we
walking
were just-
around. Yeah.
You
I
talking
don't
about?
swim in the pool.
He talking about? Yeah, you wasn't even there.
Oh, I was thinking of the last year when we went, I got in the pool.
He sure did,
At the,
yeah.
Yeah, he
hotel.
said with us though.
I didn't know when.
That's
Listen.
when they had the little
No,
bean
I was-
bag. We did the beanbag toss too.
Exactly. That's the time we really wanted you to be there. They had the bar in the pool you could swim
Oh.
into.
I
That
just
was a-
remember we all ran a hot tub together in
Now that
2018.
did happen.
That did happen.
That did happen, and we fit comfortably.
Yes, we did.
That hot tub was nice too.
What a time to be alive, man.
That's also when. What was we doing, Mike? When we were trying to catch him? Remember, I was. We was in that room, and I might still have these videos, but I had my phone faced up, and it was recording. What were we trying to catch him?
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember though, because I remember he peeped you record. He peeped you recording, and so he stopped.
Yeah, he was like, I see your phone recording. we was so just like on some goofy little kid stuff, just trying to just troll. And didn't y'all share a room?
There was no shared rooms. Everybody had their own room.
He had a
They had like
bunk
3
bed.
houses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I slept in a bunk bed.
bed.
That would have been crazy sharing rooms and it's 3 houses.
I mean, we didn't have 3 houses amongst each other. We had
No,
our
but I'm
own.
just saying like total there was 3 houses.
Hey, I want to remind y'all to leave a
But
like
would
on
you
the
have
episode.
went to sleep in another room? I mean, another house that we wasn't there.
If I got my own room, yeah,
Didn't you pick the big room too?
I did.
Leave a like, subscribe. Go over to the Enjoy Basketball YouTube channel. We've been dropping content over there weekly. Look at and listen to Teed Up with Pierre. I just had Sue Bird on my show, Small Ball, Kenny Beach. Some great interview.
I'm up the ball, like.
And we back tonight, baby. I ain't streamed in a few days. I feel like
You
I
don't
ain't
care
even
about
been
the
on
grind.
damn game.
Using his
I've been
platform.
gone.
You don't care.
Well, whole Sunday I was gone.
Either way, let's get into Drop the Mic.
A new generation of Toyota drivers are here, and they want you to know one thing. You can't stop my drive. Toyota, let's go places. Today's Drop the Mic presented by Toyota. Which one of these games from this postseason would you choose to be a hardwood classic?
We got a lot of different options, I think.
It's been a lot of good games.
All these comebacks, pick one. Knicks did it twice against the
I think
Celtics.
the Neesmith one,
The Neesmith one.
The Pacers
I
6
think
game
that
threes
one.
in the fourth.
Yeah.
And you have the Tyrese Halliburton shot where it's the big bounce. I think that might be like
That might be number one.
Yeah, also, the Pacers come back against the Cavs.
Cavs,
where
when he missed the free throw?
Yeah, when he missed the free throw, get his own rebound, game winner at the top of the key. That's one of those like legitimately like hardwood classic type games.
Or what about their overtime win against the Bucks?
So we just throwing all the Pacers games.
Aaron
So,
Gordon
hey,
tip
big-
and dunk.
Aaron going to
Yes,
dunk.
Aaron Gordon
tip
game,
and
dunk.
game 3 against the Clippers.
His game winning 3 too. That game too.
That's game 1 versus OKC.
Game 1.
Yeah.
Game 2, they got blown out. So what that tells me is in the finals, we're probably going to have one. So let's save that hardwood classic for that. Because the Pacers and the Knicks have been a part of the biggest comebacks in the postseason. So The Thunder are going to get a little lead on one of the teams, and then they're going to do something dramatic and blow the lead, and ta-da.
What's the opposite of a hardwood classic? Like, what's that game?
It's
What has been the worst
OKC
game?
The throwaway, the game you forget about.
Yeah.
Oh, the Grizzlies games you can forget
All
about.
of them, you don't remember a single one? I feel like. I just remember Ja got injured one time, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Not like they had much of a
That's
chance.
when
after
they-
that.
That's
That's
when
how
they
they
blew the
figured them out.
30-point lead.
That's when they figured them
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Timberwolves put on a show, but OKC, when they got blown out, was nasty too.
True. Or game 2, OKC versus Denver was a big blowout.
Man,
Yeah.
all I remember is Jokic with 5 people guarding him.
Do y'all remember anything about the Orlando?
I was gonna bring it back up.
Yeah, the Orlando Magic was fighting.
They were fighting, but like I don't
Literally
have a moment.
fighting,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like a moment that I can hold on to in that series.
I don't think there was any moments. The games were just close and gritty.
Yeah.
That's really all it was. The Magic did a good job of just keeping the games close. And I honestly think that's a dub for them.
Yeah.
But they could have got their ass spanked and just blown out. But
Like the Heat did against the Cavs. That's another series where I got no recollection. It was so bad that
That closeout
they was
game.
missing like 3 starters and it didn't matter. It just
Yeah.
didn't-
I
it
just remember
about
Darius
40.
Garland laughing on the bench.
Yeah.
Like, he was out and that shit didn't matter.
I just remember the post
Is he
game.
laughing right now?
No.
Oh,
That post game where he said we just hunt Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
That's one of the moments. I
like
guess.
he said.
And then he didn't play after that.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's actually so to say
Remember
that
some Davion Mitchell
and then
moments.
just end up not playing is just so crazy.
Is he a hunting Tyler Hero now?
You said
Is he hunting?
They
Tyler?
might be on vacation
could
together.
be.
You never know.
They might be in the runs together.
And what
so.
Tyler Hero say to him?
I don't remember what Tyler's response was.
I actually don't either.
Some shit like, "Don't let us get one."
Oh.
That's what he said.
No. I
Oh.
just made some. The point I was making is that little back and forth that they had was so silly between both of them because y'all both gone home for a while. That felt like a distant memory.
Yeah, poor teams.
Yeah, I mean, I also remember Benedict Mathurin punching DeAndre Hunter in the stomach.
Yeah.
Then-
Oh,
Getting
Benedict
ejected.
Mathurin's last highlight.
Literally. That's how long, bro. Unless you count the one play against the Knicks where he let the ball roll.
Oh yeah, that was.
And then Miles Turner
What was
put
he
his
doing?
body on the
Yeah.
line.
Yeah. Could have tore his ACL over.
I was
a
like, I'm
backcourt
not.
foul.
Obviously,
I
I'm
was so
a Knicks
confused
fan, but
on
I
that
was
play
pissed
why he
when he
didn't
did
just
that.
take
Like
the
Miles Turner,
backcourt.
why would you jump over his body to do that?
I
Bro?
think Reggie Miller was like, well, at least they ran out some time. That was the only positive that you could
That
say.
shit was
some of
like
that time.
4
I
or
don't think
5
nobody.
seconds. That shit was a few seconds.
I don't think
Yeah.
nobody recognized what the hell was going on.
That time was not that valuable. And
At the time, it wasn't. He could have used that at the end. They lost.
Yeah.
It looked like he was trying to protect the ball so one of his teammates can go get it or something. But like,
It was
it
already
still would have
past
been a
that
back.
court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just this. It's almost like when NFL players know it wasn't a fumble and they pick it up and they run
Run all
70
the way.
yards. It's
But
like
you
just-
know what's funny? It's been cases where they go review that and they do deem it a fumble. They have to
that
pretty
shit
much
is-
put the ball
that
where
shit
it
is
was.
1 in 500.
But if you run it back, they essentially have to credit you for the touchdown because that's where the ball last was in the end zone. So that's why they do that. That's what they tell you to do. If you get
that
it,
shit is
run
stupid.
it back.
You just waste
No,
your
I can
energy.
understand the practice of it because even if it's
I
1 in
just-
100, that one time might be enough to, you know what I'm saying, win a game.
You're going to wear yourself out. I've seen NFL players with the ball hit the ground, they act like they intercepted it, and they run 60 yards. Tell me the practice in that. Where's the logic in
Well-
that? Y'all don't watch NFL games and see that dumb shit?
2003.
Bounce on the floor. I'm going to act like it didn't hit the floor. I'm going to run 75 yards and exhaust myself.
Yeah, we got too many camera angles now.
And in the NFL, they review that. They review stuff pretty regularly and quickly. They do it a lot
they do it
quicker than
super quick. Yeah.
in the NBA.
I know coaches be like, "What are you doing?" Now I got to take you out.
Now
for a
you
play.
tired and you get burnt
Yeah.
the next possession.
Like, what are you doing, bro? You out here guard Justin Jefferson and you acting like you got a pick six in a building full of 50,000 people.
You know who could use Justin Jefferson?
Who?
The Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh yeah, he could hoop too. Him and Anthony Edwards got a good connection.
Well,
Can he actually hoop?
The definition of just talking.
And for what part? 'Cause they definitely got a good
All of
connection. You remember the commercial they did?
Yes, I remember the commercial.
They had some behind the scenes. They was talking and chopping it up. So I'm
I
assuming they
see.
cool.
I'm on Twitter too.
I'm assuming they cool.
is he a hooper though? Or you
I
probably
think
make that part?
he not really probably no hooper, but he
They were shooting
yeah,
shots.
they,
over
yeah.
Oh.
Shit was like an 8-foot rim too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I thought he was one of those NFL players that actually can't hoop.
They don't exist.
NFL players always can dunk though.
Miles
Aaron
Garrett
Donald.
always got him a con.
Howard
Bro,
does.
he
Hey,
got
Miles
so
Garrett-
many
yeah,
videos.
Miles
of
Garrett
highlights
is
of
6'3" power forwards, man.
literally just moving and dunking.
Miles Garrett 6'3".
Yeah,
Yes, NFL players are not tall.
He looks a lot
that's
taller.
tall.
I mean,
But that's 'cause
compared to NBA players.
He looks a lot. He looks tall. I thought he was like a 6'60", and I thought he was
No.
one of them anomalies.
Yeah,
So what's y'all guess?
I think.
I would say 6'3".
Yep.
You sticking with your 6'6"?
No, I'm gonna say 6'3". They said they must know.
6'6" is tall as hell.
It ain't. I mean, it is, but let's
I mean,
see.
no, there
He's
is
6'4".
some angles.
Oh, he's
that are
6'4"?
like
6'4",
6'6".
272.
Damn, fuck a Bron weight at 6'4".
Nimahard height. He be out there.
That's basically Lou Dort.
Yeah, basically a bigger Lou
I
Dort.
think Calais Campbell was around that size.
Look at you.
He
What?
played some
That's
Madden
that
back in the
mud,
day.
huh? Yeah, that's that mud.
I
He
do know
what?
he a mammoth of a man.
You saying he's 6'6", or you saying he's 6'4"?
I think he's saying he's around 6'6".
I'm trying to find out how to spell this man damn
Yeah, I was
name.
about to say it's gonna be a tough one. Let's talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves being down 3-1. We all
6'8".
watched 6'8".
6'8".
300 pounds.
Damn.
He's still only a small forward.
Jaden McDaniels, yeah, talk to him. Minnesota Timberwolves down 3-1. We watched game 4 together. Minnesota was in the game, but OKC was just better. Their big three came to play while Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle both struggled, even though Anthony Edwards said he didn't struggle. Minnesota Timberwolves get all of their role players to basically step up, and it still is not enough. And the series that we said, 2 episodes ago was over, it's over now.
Yeah, I think the role players kind of did what you kind of want as a star. If you don't got it going, you need some help. I felt like they did a good job of keeping the Timberwolves afloat, and they kind of needed Anthony Edwards and Randle to take them home. Randle didn't play in the fourth quarter again. So Anthony Edwards, I thought there was going to be some big fourth quarter moments where you see him really play like a top 10 player. It just wasn't there. Honestly, I really wouldn't put that on him per se, because like when he did drive, he was seeing 4 bodies. They was essentially saying anybody but Ant. And there was something Shai emphasized in the previous press conference where he said, yeah, Anthony Edwards got off, so we're going to have to do a much better job on controlling Anthony Edwards. And you can see that was a big point of emphasis in this game. That man literally saw like 4 people guarding him sometimes at once. Same with Randle. So Randle sometimes was seeing 3 people guarding him too.
Yeah. For the Timberwolves, and just in general, I think for when you have your star player that just kind of dominates the ball a lot, I think it's so tough to constantly just go against people that are loaded up on you and everything like that. In the game before that, he had a huge game, and this is only really one of his baskets. But they had just a simple play where Mike Conley was up top, and Anthony Edwards was able to move off ball and get open, and he got a wide open shot. So it's just like, why can't? It's way easier said than done, but I wish they would run more sets for their lead guy. Just call their number more. You're still going to get the ball and get them in their spots. I think it's just tougher, and you tax your players more when you're constantly having them dribble, especially when you have all NBA defenders just constantly hounding them. I think it's super tough, and I agree with D Mills. It's hard to score people constantly on 5, or everybody's looking at you. Everybody's got their attention to detail on you, and everybody else that's getting the role players that's getting those shots, they're supposed to get those shots. Yeah. You know, like they're doing what they did and knocking them down, but it's always going to be tough for Anthony Edwards if he can't find easier ways to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, even if you put the ball in, the one play that you're referencing, I don't think it can be.
Yeah, you're not getting it every time.
Yeah.
But
regardless if he has the ball up top, if he doesn't have the ball over here, he's going to get the attention of the defense.
I think it's just
they
a little bit harder to
essentially just
overload
daring everyone else to make shots. They were making shots. And also, the Timberwolves, they really weren't getting stops on the other end. J-Dub was just going crazy. Chet had a nice little 21. He was getting wide open dunks, just running down the middle of the lane. It seemed like when things were going good, they constantly bit themselves by like giving up offensive rebounds, turnovers, and it just seemed like they never consistently could just do the right thing for multiple minutes in a row.
That's the other thing is like, no, there's nobody else on his roster that you prefer to have the basketball in their hands because they don't garner that much attention. Mike Conley at the top of the key, he doesn't garner attention. He doesn't make defenses collapse like Anthony Edwards will. Julius Randle might garner a little bit more attention than everybody else, but Anthony Edwards, the attention that he is creating with the basketball is what allows Dante DiVincenzo the looks he has. It allows Nikhil to get the shots, Naz Reid get the shots. I think you lose some of that if you now are trying to put the ball in Jaden McDaniels' hands at the top of the key.
No, I'm not saying
Julius
that
Randle?
they're running the plays more. I'm saying that literally, okay, if Anthony ever wants to get to the right elbow or right side of the floor to get to his spot, because he knows that's his spot, instead of him having to tax himself by dribbling there when they know they're already going to be biting on that, we can have Mike or whoever it is, set that up a little bit and have him move off ball, because I just think it's harder to. It's harder.
I think that's going to be harder
gauge
because
up on somebody
who's setting that screen that he's coming off of?
I mean, you could. It depends who's else is on the floor for the other team, but
Well, you know what the starting lineup is.
It would probably be Rudy or Julius.
That-
at this point.
I'd probably have Julius set it.
and then
I don't
they're
think
not gonna. They're literally not gonna care.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't really care where Rudy is at right there. It all becomes
Yeah.
mushed up. Julius Randle is not a respectable enough shooter that he's going to garner
So
attention off that.
what they gonna do? Double? Well, I mean, they'll probably just switch it.
Yeah, he's still gonna see
It's
two.
it's going
yeah.
to get negated. So it's just like
He's still
I-
gonna see three. No matter
I think.
I just don't
even-
think it's that
I think
easy,
it's just-
especially against a Thunder defense that's
Yeah.
as elite as it is.
Yeah,
And
they've
you-
proven it so much. I think it just makes the defense have to work harder and communicate.
I think in theory, if you're just talking, yeah, but I think in actually being on the floor and going through actually playing against them, I believe Chris Finch has proven enough that if that was the case, that they probably would do that shit if it
Yeah,
was that easy.
and also I think that defense is just too good to think they're gonna make like silly mistakes and not like allow
Shit, they
allow
ain't-
him to
they
just,
barely
like,
making mistakes now.
wide open mid range
they're
jumper.
not
'cause
making
he came off the
mistakes now
screen.
most of the time.
I honestly feel like a lot of this stuff that happens in the game or in a loss like this, I think it get overanalyzed. They were right there down on the wire on a shit game for Anthony Edwards. I don't
Yeah.
really think they have to sit up here and readjust and reevaluate the whole creation
I
of
think
the
they
offense.
because
They're
they have
losing-
to win 3 in a row now.
But they're going against a team that's better than them, so they're probably not going to do that.
No, I think they will. I think they will make like.
No,
just
I'm
like
saying they're not going to win 3 games in a row.
Oh, well, you can't tell them that. They're not about
No,
to just
absolutely.
lay down.
But I'm just saying, I wouldn't sit up here and act like, they just got beat by 40 yesterday. On a game where Anthony Edwards did not really be the Anthony Edwards we expect, you got ample production from your role players. And like Darrick said, I think a lot of the things that happen in that game is because you beat yourself, not because Anthony Edwards is on the ball too much. I think in that second quarter, you turned the ball over 3 times in a row. Julius Randle looking crazy out there. I think you have certain times where Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle are not aggressive enough on the boards. This team did not play Isaiah Hartenstein in the second half and felt comfortable going small.
Yeah.
Like, those are the keys that help you win all the other series. There's no team in the NBA, especially the best defense in the NBA, where you can turn the ball over that much and win the game.
Yeah.
It's no team in the NBA where their second best player has 30 points and you're gapped up that much where they second best offensive player can comfortably catch and shoot threes and just make them like Jalen Williams did down the stretch. That's beating yourself.
It was I remember that one play where he just got a wide open corner
Just-
three. Just catch
Like
it.
he's
and,
in- like
and
he's
he
in
laugh,
practice.
and he laughing at y'all as
Laughing
he
as he
running.
going back.
It's like I think Minnesota tried to just take away Shai. Obviously, that didn't work. He ended up with 40 or whatever. And part of that is loading up. And it's like, hey, J-Dub shot 22% from 3 last series. And if he ends up hitting 6, then he hits 6. Some of them ones were inexcusable, right?
Yeah.
Like the one that he hit on the left wing late in the game, it was like Jaden McDaniels just didn't rotate enough.
Yeah.
One of them, they damn near forced a turnover. Shai is on his on his ass and kick it out. Like I can't fault them too much because it's right there. But it's understood. I understand what Mike is trying to say. I just think it's really tough to do that against OKC because we haven't really seen any guard be able to be successful against this team this year. Jamal Murray had one game. Jamal Murray had one game where he had 40. Other than that, did Ja Morant figured him out? Hell no. He may say he did. But it's just a hard team to beat as a lead guard because you have Kaysen, you're going to have Caruso, you're going to have Shai, Dort, even Dub will take some possessions on some Anthony Edwards. And they feel so fucking comfortable with giving up the corner 3.
And then
Like
also,
a lot of teams don't want to give up corner 3s. OKC for 3 years in a row is like at the top of the league of giving up corner 3s. And if you make them, you fucking make them. And that just means that your role players put up 20. But we also going to force you to turn the ball over. We might also have a great shooting night. We might also win in this small little margin here, and that's going to be enough. And it's just a hard team to beat with a guy. You're going to need so much more. And their A guy didn't have an A game.
Yeah, they need PJ Washington.
Yeah.
No, I
They kind of got that the way Jaden McDaniels is hooping right now.
You know,
Washington.
They need the Luka.
He hit his big corner 3s, and
Yeah.
so did Nikola Alexander Walker.
PJ
Dante.
Washington was torching ass because he was.
Sitting in that corner, baby. But I think that just shows you the difference between like Anthony Edwards as a facilitator. And again, even though his assist to turnover was 6 assists, 5 turnovers, he made the right play more times than not. I know he had the 5 turnovers. But it shows you the difference between what a playmaker Luka Doncic is as a threat versus an Anthony Edwards, right? Because even when they're giving up these corner threes to PJ Washington, Luka Doncic is also doing what he's doing. But also this defense this year is way better than last year's defense too. Like it's no Isaiah Hartenstein in the back
There
end.
was no Alex
Caruso, yeah. So
Year 2 of Case and Wallace. But that's all I was saying. They're playing against a team that's legitimately better. And I think sometimes that happens in the NBA. You run up against a team that's better, and they beat you. And it can be that simple. Sometimes it can get a little complex. This is just a situation where I think the Timberwolves played really good yesterday. I think Anthony Edwards didn't match where he would have wanted and what they needed to win. And it's tough. But a lot of those things that they lost on, I feel like it was because of themselves. Case and Wallace, Caruso, these guys get a lot of offensive boards of being smaller stature players on the floor. It ain't like Isaiah Hartenstein had 9 offensive rebounds or, you know what I mean? Like, what about all the times with Chet? Y'all remember the plays where Chet was just emphatically dunking with a clean open lane? Like, those are things down the stretch where
a lot of them are offensive rebounds and just cutting straight through as they get an offensive board.
I just don't know too many teams that you're going to beat like that.
Yeah, you gotta be like, everything gotta be tight and like you there can't be no loose. You can't be having that type of stuff happening.
Yeah,
Like,
and if you are, then you got to kind of eliminate the turnovers for the fast breaks. But to your credit, I feel like the game that they did win, the easy baskets came in transition when Anthony Edwards started that game 3 off, getting some turnovers and getting those breakaway dunks. You ain't see too much of that last night. I think that's where your easy buckets come from, when you're able to turn them over the way that they're turning you over, and then you can get some easy ones.
I think they looked shaked up too in that game 3. Like once they really had to score in the half court and they weren't getting getting the turnovers how they wanted to, they just didn't. They looked rattled. You know, they didn't look.
They being
OKC in that game 3, and obviously they lost by a lot. Eventually,
42.
just kind of like we'll move on to the next game, but they did not. They lost a little bit of the characteristics they had.
Yeah, I don't think they were prepared for Jaden McDaniels to play so low on Shai.
Yeah,
going under screens is like if he hit threes, he hit threes. I think he took 5 threes in that last game.
1 of 5.
And yeah, it's like that's kind of what you want from them.
2 of 5. I'm sorry.
And then Coach Mark Daigneault and company, they just were prepared in game number 4. You can't do that again because you got us with it once. So yeah, I think, I don't want to write the eulogy on the Minnesota Timberwolves, but it feels like the writing is on the wall. The series is over. And I think about like how important, I kind of go into Mike's point, how important it will be to have a lead guard next to Ant. Obviously, he continues to get better and better on his playmaking side, but they really need like Rob Dillingham to be an NBA player next year.
No, I agree. That's a conversation I think is more suited, the future of the team. But saying that they need that now, come on, man.
He's just so damn little.
The Timberwolves are who they are for this season.
He'll
but
woke up a
future,
little bit. He got a whole off season.
True.
Woke up a little bit, but like in height he is little.
He would
vertically.
He would just get hunted.
Because I know they're about to lose this series, but like this is obviously a really good team. They're like, if you told me they were back in the conference finals next year, I would believe you because that's how good they are. You think about how much development McDaniels just had this season on the offensive side of the ball where he feels so comfortable. Like in the beginning of the game when he scored 10 points for the team out of the first 12, turnaround mid-range jumper that's becoming this like money shot and everything.
I think Terrence Shannon's going to have a nice little offseason. He seems like somebody who they can develop really well to become a nice quality role player and glue guy.
And that might be important because Nikola Alexander Walker is like one of the top free agents this year. So it's like maybe you lose him and now Terrence Shannon is the new Nikhil or something along those lines. You would love to keep all of them. But
isn't Nas Reed also a free agent too, right?
Yeah, but I've based on nothing, I just feel like he's going to be in Minnesota. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They love him so much. They can still offer him a good amount of money with his bird right. So I just feel like he's going to be in Minnesota, but I could be wrong. Yeah. I know some other teams are going to be calling for sure.
That's the only thing I think. Their offseason could go so many ways because it's a world you see all of these guys kind of back. But then when you look at how good they have been in certain stretches of the playoffs,
you can see Nas and Nikhil leaving.
Being gone.
Then this is just like a completely different team.
Yeah.
Does this series change Julius Randle's market to Minnesota?
To Minnesota?
To Minnesota.
Yes. Because I remember when this trade first happened, we was all like, yeah, this will be done. Is he going to go to the Nets? Where is he going to be? This playoff run, I could see Julius Randle definitely being back with the Minnesota Timberwolves without a doubt.
No, I mean like before the series started, we were like, oh yeah, he gonna be there. He gonna make X amount of money. Do you think he makes less money because he's been pretty bad this series?
I think so a little bit, but if we're being completely real, like there was a cap on Julius Randle. If you know what I'm saying, like what he gave you was more than I thought you expected for him.
But you also didn't expect him to completely shit the bed in the Western Conference Finals.
You also, it's really you didn't expect him to do any of the things he did for you to even get here.
Yeah.
So if they're using
that,
that,
has to be somewhere of a middle.
yeah, that would be just I hope they wouldn't think that way or that shallow thing.
Like just think that last series is just who he is.
Because what he did before that is why you even in this position to begin with.
Well, the second series he was good too, but I thought against the Lakers he was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially as Anthony Edwards had some struggles just shooting the ball. Like we literally had no answer for Julius Randle.
I think Draymond said that was one of the few. That was the second time he felt like he lost his matchup. The first time was against Siakam in the finals. So if Draymond saying he was one of the best defenders of all time, saying he lost the matchup against you, shit, and you did your thing.
You did your thing. Those teams didn't have any size either.
Yeah.
And actually, he's not playing well against the no size that OKC's throwing out occasionally as well. So I don't know what to say.
That's because as soon as you backing down and turning your back, it's
They
going to
there.
be you,
Well, yeah,
you feel
'cause
somebody just breathing on you,
contact,
and it's
yeah.
just
Hey, I mean,
enough.
if we being honest, ain't nobody playing really that well against them.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the game where they won, but this shit ain't really looked that good for.
Yeah, we
I
said the
mean,
same thing about Jokic. Jokic
Yeah,
didn't
but
look that great.
Yeah. He basically had two supernova games, and that
Yeah.
was he was all right for the rest of the series.
Aaron Gordon was like they guy.
Yeah. Shout out to Aaron Gordon. Do you pick up the phone and ask people if they interested in Rudy Gobert this offseason?
No, because I'm gonna waste my phone bill. Nobody's gonna say that they want that.
Yeah, I don't think nobody wants. He just signed a 3-year extension for $30+ million annually.
Yeah, he's making 35 next year, 36 after that 38 player option.
Yeah, he signed a team-friendly deal.
I think teams will still be interested.
Who?
Because I don't know exactly, but he's a floor raiser more than anything. Like, yeah, he been dog shit in the conference finals or maybe 2 series in a row. But like every team that he's touched,
Him and Luka don't sound too bad together.
they hate each
They
other.
hate each
It
other.
sounds terrible together.
No, I can't. I can't
All the
imagine
passes
watching him
Luka
get.
gonna give him?
I can't
Oh,
watch
fucking-
him imagine him
oh,
get
yeah,
those
no.
passes and he just smoking.
He does what he does defensively. You know what I'm saying? He does what he does defensively. And oh yeah, shout out to our team. They clip shit. They trick the hell out of people. We was up here talking about Rudy, and I was up here saying he ain't a Hall of Fame, just talking shit. They clip it, put it on social media, and people biting at this shit. This is disrespect. He is. This is hey, y'all just bite at any fucking thing. You can just clip anything, and they just
They don't care about the context. They just hear the clip.
Say something crazy, D-Mill, so they can clip it.
Something crazy.
Blake Griffin right here. Say something about Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin was never.
A
He
dunker.
No, Blake Griffin did not deserve Rookie of the Year.
Right, because he was injured his real rookie year.
Yeah.
Good take.
They're gonna be like, "What, Blake Griffin? You Arius Spears looking." Yeah, I don't know. If you trade in Rudy, what do you want back?
Yes, that's the part I'm
Yeah.
struggling with as well. Yeah, that's the part I'm struggling with.
I just feel like with all of the apron stuff, it's hard. It's hard to just bring on people if you ain't got no legitimate plan or nothing that's just like. I just don't see who would want them. When I'm just thinking around in the league.
Only team that's really looking for a big is the Lakers, and the Lakers just aren't the team that's really on the market.
The Warriors wouldn't want them.
Yeah.
The Warriors need a big, and they want. Yeah, it's funny that the teams need bigs. They're like, nah, we
Not
don't want
anybody but Rudy, actually.
We don't want the 4-time DPO.
Right.
That's messed up.
It's pretty tough to find that suitor.
People want championships, not accolades.
Sacramento Kings would love some accolades.
Not for how much?
They might.
35.
They might.
Man,
Get
they
back
got
in that mix.
Man,
Talk about floor raising.
So then what? Sabonis is going to the Timberwolves?
I'm just talking. I don't know.
I'm literally just talking with him.
I'm just talking too, but
I started talking once I heard the Kings because the Kings just be doing shit.
They
really do just
They
be
just
doing
be
shit.
What about
doing
New
shit.
Orleans? For Mr.
Oh,
Zion.
no. I might
just
throw
fucking
up.
keep
bro.
Kelly Olynyk. No disrespect to
Yeah.
Rudy, but I'm just saying, like, my
Hey,
goodness.
floor
Yeah.
raiser though.
And then the Minnesota Timberwolves, they get CJ McCollum next to Anthony Edwards.
I said point guard. They need a point guard.
Not a shooting.
I wouldn't be mad at that. Another guy to take some pressure is
Yeah.
better than, you know.
CJ would take a lot of pressure.
Shoot,
CJ
beggars
or
can't
Mike
be
Conley?
choosers.
Come on now.
What the fuck is you over there talking? That's what I'm saying. Just be talking. Just
Uncle
be
Mike.
talking. What?
Okay. That's how you feel.
Shout out
That's
to
somebody
3J,
you
man.
actually do have to guard.
Yeah, no, for sure. Shout out to 3J McCollum.
Mike Conley made his shots in game 3.
Yeah, but you know, CJ light that thing up.
Then Mike Conley made
I just
shots.
feel
CJ
bad because
creates
he
shots.
don't got that much time left, and they about to get he about to get booted out the playoffs.
Hey, if
again.
my cousin like Mike Conley, I like Mike Conley too.
Hey, I don't blame you.
What's Mike Conley's contract?
What?
For what, 17 mil?
Is he done after this season?
I don't know. I don't remember.
If Giannis go to the Spurs, he got to try to get there.
No, he got one more year after this, $10 million next year.
who you like more, Pete? Conley on the Jazz or Conley on the Grizzlies?
Are you fucking kidding me?
The all-time leader scorer in Grizzlies history.
But he did more with the Jazz.
What? In what way?
They went to the conference finals with him in Memphis.
You remember me at
Didn't
the
they make
mask
conference
home?
finals with the Jazz?
No,
too?
Donovan Mitchell's never made it to the conference finals.
They
And
got
Mike Conley
damn
and him were there
close.
together.
They got to a
they
game
got to the
7
second?
in the second round.
Oh. Well,
I thought that was a no-brainer. I love
It
him
is a
with the
no-brainer.
Grizzlies.
Yeah, it is a no-brainer.
The Jazz shit won.
He won the round. That's what.
you got me bent.
Oh,
You
okay.
lucky I
Name
remember
they
we on
starting
this
lineup
podcast.
in Memphis.
Mike Conley, Tony Allen, Torian Prince, Zach Randolph, Marcus Gasol,
Stop
Torian Prince
doing the
never played for
Torian
fucking
Prince thing.
Grizzlies.
Tayshaun Prince.
There
Holy
you go.
shit.
So you was
Or it
around.
could be Rudy too.
Yeah.
Eventually.
OJ Mayo sometimes at that 2 guard.
But no, the teams we talking about didn't have
Hey,
Rudy.
next time I say Torian Prince, slap me when I meant to say Tayshaun.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's bogus as
I
hell.
can't wait.
Who played for the Bucks?
So let's talk about the 2004 NBA champions. What was their starting lineup?
It was Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed and Ben.
Remember he said that though, because it will come back in like 2
It
weeks. Because he do
definitely
it every
will.
other time.
It definitely will.
Who did that team play in the finals?
The Lakers.
What was their lineup?
That was Derek Fisher. Or was it Gary Payton?
Just go.
I don't remember.
Just go.
I honestly don't remember.
We'll correct at the end.
I'm gonna go Derek. I don't even remember. This is 2004, right?
2004.
So then it's not Gary Payton. This is Derek Fisher, Kobe, Shaq.
At the 3, yeah.
No.
naturally.
I went straight to the back end because I'm trying to remember the middle. I don't remember the wings.
That's very rare for you.
Very. Well, you started off.
You started off wrong.
You was there, but you changed.
Yeah.
Follow your gut,
It's Gary Payton.
GP.
which means who else is in the starting lineup if he's in there?
Kobe.
No, I mean besides the obvious. You got Shaq and Kobe. You know you got
Yeah.
those two. You got Gary Payton. When you think about the Gary Payton Laker days, there's another guy on that team that just they are like the Shaq and Kobe of the old.
Robert Ory. Is he?
No.
No, he was coming on.
Karl Malone.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
if
Karl-
Karl Malone is on the Lakers, Gary Payton was on the Lakers.
Okay.
And I
Devin
believe the
George
small
starting?
forward was a Devin
I
George.
think it's Devin George.
Devin George.
Shout out to
Devin
DG, man.
George.
The original DG.
Played a lot of playoff games with that duo of Shaq and Kobe, Devin George, boy. Use that for your hoop grids.
You know that the Lakers were like a super, super, super heavy favorite in that series?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Like, I mean, like
Like
what
plus
was-
500 type shit?
No, higher. I mean, these bet odds, we talking about 2004. I didn't even know if that was a thing. But like every writer across the platform picked like Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5.
You probably could have bet on the games at casinos.
I'm sure you could have, yeah. I'm sure you
I
could.
wonder I wonder how.
Oh, you just got a bookie.
Yeah, I wonder how different our odds from back then to now. Like how.
Imagine that. You got to go on the yellow pages for a bookie.
You'd be like Keanu Reeves in Hardball.
Remember
Y'all
they
not
was on-
tapped in. Y'all not tapped in. That's Chicago.
Remember
movie. Y'all not tapped
Wait,
in.
y'all not? You never seen Hardball?
Oh, y'all.
You ever seen
We've
Hardball?
talked. No, I haven't.
Oh,
watched
y'all.
Hardball.
Strike
tapped in.
one. Oh, they was on his ass.
Yeah.
They had the base.
I'm
They
gonna
had
add
the
it to the list
baseball
for the
bat.
summer.
Huh?
I'm gonna add it to the list for the summer.
No, you
Hey,
should add this to
one
the
of-
list
one
for
of the
tonight.
leads in that
You talking about tonight?
one of the leads in that movie went to school with my sister.
Michelle
Oh, really?
Clark, stand
Wow.
up. G baby.
G baby, man.
Y'all don't know. So y'all don't know about Michael B. Jordan then.
Yeah, that was like his first role.
Y'all don't know about young
Other than
Michael
Sesame
B.
Street, he was on Sesame Street when he was a kid.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know he was in movies back then.
The youngest
Yeah.
I seen Michael B. Jordan was is The Wire.
That was
Yeah,
not too far after Harbaugh.
He was younger on Hardball.
Yeah.
I think the first time I saw him was Black Panther.
Oh shit!
Damn. Holy.
He had been in 100 movies before Black Panther came out.
Right, you ain't never seen
At least
Fruitville
that
Station?
at least the
That's one I didn't
You
see.
never
Oh,
seen Fruitville
Station?
Station?
where like the
Have you ever
yes, it
seen
was on
Fruitville
Netflix. It was, yes,
Station?
it was on Netflix. I did.
Michael
watch
B.
it.
fucking Jordan is the main character.
I didn't watch it
Oh.
because they told me it was really sad.
I didn't know who he
It
was.
is.
So I
When I
didn't
watched
watch
it, I just watched the movie for the movie. I didn't know who he was.
You ever
And so-
seen Creed?
Creed? No, I don't think
Hey,
so.
you gotta watch Creed, bro. Creed 1, 2, and 3.
Being
That's
from
it.
Chicago,
Look at
never
Austin,
seeing
look at-
Hardball is nuts, though.
Yeah, no, not seeing Hardball is fucking. So when the people was wearing them jerseys, remember remember that little phase, 2019, 2018, when people was wearing like
Fake jerseys.
fake fictional jerseys?
They was wearing like Mike Knight's jerseys and
yeah, y'all remember
semi-pro
that?
jerseys.
You don't remember the Bel Air and it's Will Smith jersey?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
They're wearing fictional. That's not a real jersey.
Yeah, I know.
So they're wearing fictional jerseys, fellas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember that?
Okay,
They were wearing a Hardball one. I'm
I
asking
got you.
because y'all motherfuckers
No,
sit up
I
here
don't
being
remember
fucking
seeing a
crazy
Hardball
and
jersey.
I'm
answer
saying
questions.
this because I had one of those Will Smith jerseys.
You had it?
Yeah. The
Why
Bel Air
do I
one.
fake do remember that kind of? Then why you over there? I'm asking you. Remember?
No, I do remember. I was laughing. I vividly remember that shit.
No, I'll just fuck with you. But no, Hardball. You know what? On some real shit, that should be a stream. We should come in here and stream watching certain Chicago or black films that y'all haven't seen. So Hardball is on that list.
We gotta watch Sinners then.
Have y'all ever seen?
Oh, you shit on Sinners.
And that
I ain't
shit
say it
is
was bad. I said
and
it
that
was
shit is-
overhyped from what they
and
were
that
saying.
And that shit is new. It's not
So?
like a. It's not like
It
a.
got Michael B. Jordan in it.
Right, but people
It got 2 Michael B. Jordans in it.
people will be able to have time to catch
Did you
up
know
to
him
it.
and his character were cousins?
No, I didn't know that.
To-
Actually, I did know that.
Yeah,
They
it's
said the
not-
movie.
Part of the movie.
Not having seen Sinners and not seeing fucking Friday, it's a big difference.
Well, I don't know anybody who ain't seen Friday.
Have you ever seen Menace to Society?
Yeah,
Boys in the Hood?
yeah.
Give me some scenes, because last time we was asking you said yeah, but then we would ask you, do you remember when Ricky got shot?
Menace to Society is at the end of it. His ass.
Give me a
gets shot.
character name.
Oh
Oh my fucking goodness. You can't remember a character in a movie
No.
like
You know
that?
what I watched
I
recently?
can't remember that man.
I watched The
name.
Wood.
Oh, you don't know
recently.
If you
O-Dog?
say his name, I'll be like,
But
oh
I'm
yeah.
saying you don't know anybody. You don't know O-Dog? You remember O-Dog? You never...
Oh yeah, O-Dog. That's the dude that showed that video when he was knocked. Well, wait, did he shoot dude or he knocked him?
No,
he shot him.
He
He
shot
shot
him.
him.
Yeah.
And that's when they had put Draymond there talking about he was watching a video of him choking out Rudy Gobert.
Oh, yeah.
So Mike seen it. Have you seen Menace to Society?
Nah.
Have you
That's
seen...
why I said I didn't like the parody of it.
Oh,
Don't Be a Menace.
Don't
You've
Be a
seen
Menace.
that? Don't be...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be a man.
I seen Don't Be a Menace before I seen Menace to
Menace to
Society.
Society.
Same.
I was the same way, and that's why I didn't.
Dude, we bought-
I didn't
But
like
that
Don't
shit
Be
was
a
still funny without seeing it, right?
We
Yeah.
bought Don't Be a Menace when we were a kid, and we put it on TV. And y'all remember that scene? It was
You
like,
were-
they get freaky on the dance floor.
Yeah.
And they was butt-ass naked.
Or that
They were
fucking...
doing, they was
the scene
literally
with
getting
the-
down on the dance
The
floor.
sausages and the hot dogs hitting all in the faces. Yeah, that movie crazy, bro. That movie crazy. Have you seen Boys in the Hood?
I just
I
did a
have,
reference to that on my stream when I was trying to pick something. I was like, should I choose these or these?
I guess I just what he used there.
Yo, hey, you what you
Hey,
said was true.
You know his
goofy.
ass is crazy.
What?
He has a fucking Tyrese Halliburton jersey on right
Yeah,
now.
you
That
do.
is blowing my mind.
What's
You
wrong
are-
with it?
you
Ain't
are-
nothing wrong with
I'm
it.
also
And then he
trying
got
to
a
up my jersey
he
collection.
also got a
too.
navy fucking blue shirt under it. Where'd you just magically pull out a navy blue shirt that matches?
Where they come together.
Nah, I got this from H&M a long time ago. Actually, I think
Um,
my girl got it for me.
Shout out to
what
your
are some
girl.
other movies, KB, from childhood?
Like I'm saying, I
Temptations. Have y'all seen Temptations?
Mm-mm. That's
Listen
an
to
old
Temptations.
movie.
How about Fighting Temptations?
That was KB shit, boy.
Yeah. We used to perform that shit when we was kids. Me and Rail.
I could see you doing it.
You seen Love and Basketball?
Yes.
Give me something. Your yeses ain't strong.
What?
Oh, his yes is strong.
I just remember them saying we gonna play 1-on-1 for a kiss. I
Oh,
remember that
outside,
scene.
outside of that viral.
I don't
ass
remember.
shit.
I don't remember anything
A
else.
character name.
No, I don't remember it. I haven't rewatched any of those.
Have you
childhood
seen
movies,
Harlem
so
Nights
like,
before?
Huh?
Harlem Nights?
No, he hasn't.
No.
Harlem
Anything
Nights
I've
is that,
watched
that's
from
one
when
of
I
my
was
favorite movies.
like 10
bro.
years old. I don't really remember. it as
Harlem
an
Nights are
adult
my
movie.
favorite movies. I be watching
It's
that
like-
back.
I'm sorry, keep going, Mike.
No, I just watch it back like every once in a while. And it's an old ass movie.
I just
I
feel
feel
like,
like you lose it. It's like You ever had a girlfriend? Yeah, in first grade. It's not your girl. You never had a girlfriend then. So like, if you watched the movie when you were 6, you didn't watch that movie.
All that shit, especially a movie like Harlem Nights, this shit would go all over your head. But if I ask you love and basketball and you can't tell me the team that Quincy McCall played for, you can't tell me the college they went to, then you ain't see it. Can you tell me the college they went to?
No.
It's just very iconic. They went to USC.
See, like I
Shout out to
when I watched it,
Sanaa-
I watched it, but like I
Sanaa
don't
Lathan,
remember
how you
none of it
pronounce
now.
Yeah, Sanaa Lathan.
Sanaa Lathan.
I would have to rewatch
Quincy McCall,
a lot
dad
of
played for
things.
you know what team his dad played for? Do you remember that? The Clippers. Then he got drafted to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Those are, you know, I'm not, see,
It's actually low-key a sad ass story. Brother tore his ACL, basically
Yes.
ended his basketball career.
Y'all like movies
and his
when they
girl
got-
went to the W.
Yeah, she
and
was
he was over
hooping.
there on the sideline and say, hey, no, you the stay-at-home parent.
Y'all like the movies when they have a basketball team in there, say it's the Nuggets or whatever.
And
the
it's
Clippers,
fake people.
and it's fake people versus like when they have the real people.
I
I'm
don't
pretty
mind.
sure
I don't mind a fake people.
I think in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie where they were eating pizza like above or whatever, and I think DeAndre Jordan's in that clip. So they had an actual
On
NBA
Curb
player.
Your Enthusiasm, Larry David, they went to a real Lakers game
Yeah.
in field.
Oh, they
So
did?
that was
Yeah.
kind of dope. But
Okay.
They did that a couple different times. He was there
at the Knicks game,
at the Knicks game, and people put the Curb theme song behind it when Tyrese hit the shot and everything.
that's
Because that
fucked
shit
up.
looked like something out of one of his TV shows.
See, I'm not a lines guy. Or I'm a scene or like just reference to see if you, to remember the movie. So people like Kyron, my brother LaShawn, like LaShawn know every word, every line to All About the Benjamins. I ain't, dear, you remember the
All About the
opening
Benjamins
line
is
he
so
said?
funny, though.
I ain't gonna do all that, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Kyron was reciting like the first 12 opening
Yeah.
scenes to Friday. Like,
We're not,
legit.
that you don't have to do that. To
Legit.
see
Like
it.
I feel like some movies I rewatched
Are
as
you
adults.
ready
Some
for
movies I
Jehovah's
just
return?
didn't.
He doing the theme songs, background music.
Let's get back to basketball. We still
Yeah.
got Knicks versus Pacers. Game 3, y'all were in attendance. And the Knicks have a 20-point comeback. Series is still alive, and we got game number 4 tonight. What do y'all want to start with that one?
This is probably one of the craziest games to like be a part of.
Let me throw
I
this
didn't-
away.
That Indiana crowd is probably that's probably the best crowd I've ever experienced, like as a sporting event. They bring a lot of energy. When that Pacers went up 20 in that second quarter, you could just feel the energy shifting in the arena. I think the Knicks did a good job of like kind of chipping away slowly. They didn't try to get it all back in one shot. I did feel like the Aaron Nesmith injury really swung things in this game, just because Aaron Nesmith does provide a lot on both sides of the court. He was their second best player this series. And it was
Damn.
what?
You the
Above who?
second best player of this series?
Yeah.
Pascal had 40 in game 2.
Yeah, and a
I mean,
game
true,
with
but then I think I'm thinking about what Aaron Nesmith does on Jalen Brunson, that big fourth quarter that
I
he
think
had in
Jalen
game
Brunson
one.
been cooking his ass. Maybe I'm not. Do y'all feel the same way? I mean, he's their best option in a lot of cases, but I truly do
He been
believe
doing a
Jalen
really
Brunson
good-
been
he's
winning
been
that
doing a good
matchup so
job.
far. He been making it tough, sure, but I
Yeah,
still think
I think
that
sometimes when you're going against those type of players, that's all you can do is make it
I
tough.
also think they have a scheme and a collection, and it ain't just like Aaron Nesmith, you guard and Brunson. They just guard 94 feet, applying pressure. Sometimes it's 2 people guarding him on the inbound. You have Nembhard and Nesmith to make somebody else bring it up. I think the Knicks have been fine with allowing Brunson to not have to bring it up. Mikal brings it up a lot. Josh Hart brings it up. He has been damn good. I'm not taking away how good he's been, but second best player. What Pascal was able to give them in that game too, they don't get me wrong, Aaron Nesmith needed what he gave them in that fourth. But Pascal carried them for a whole game and hit timely shots. Definitely a conversation and argument. I just think I still give it to Pascal, but
Even if
I
it's
think
third,
that-
he's been damn good.
no, just making it a conversation is
the
all
floor
good
is
for him.
third for sure. The floor is third.
But it was an incredible experience. You know, road tripping with the guys, obviously.
Did y'all get y'all Waffle House?
No,
Wow.
no. He said he wasn't in the mood for it, which was fine with me because I ain't had to pay for it.
Mhm.
The crowd was good. It's a playoff game. I expect playoff crowds to be good. I can't give them the best environment I've ever been in. I think that would be a fucking lie.
Yeah.
Especially
To me, it's-
experiencing the Nuggets. The Nuggets crowd was on some whole other shit.
I ain't gonna lie. To
Oh,
me,
well,
it's
I
always
wasn't-
been the
I didn't get to
Staple,
stay
the
for that.
game. I'm gonna say at Staples. It ain't crypto. It was at Staples. When we went to LA's game.
That shit was weak.
Yeah,
That
I
shit
don't
was a
remember
vibe.
that shit.
that crowd did not have the same injury.
Nah.
That shit was a vibe.
And they shouldn't have. That was a game one of the
was
year.
really-
But the Nuggets crowd that we went to, ring ceremony, they gave us lights and shit to like they was on some
Oh yeah,
whole
I didn't get to
different
stay for that game. I had to leave.
shit. Yeah, stop having to leave and you can experience shit.
I think he was waiting for his daughter to be born.
Yeah.
Stop leaving.
I didn't even remember. No, you was there for like the first.
I think I would literally had to
three
stay.
quarters?
No, first quarter.
Oh, really? It was
Yeah.
that fast? Right, because you were deciding if you should even come into the game. You're right.
But then no, because my flight was delayed. I would have been able to stay, but then they reshifted it to where like it was leaving on time again.
I don't think we was there for that because you sat away from us.
Oh,
we
yeah.
were just there when you was trying to figure out should I come in or should I just go to the airport. But it was a good crowd. I don't know. It's tough to see thousands of people in one time just be so damn delusional and biased. Every damn call, KB.
I think that's the best part
That's
about
why it's
being in the
home.
arena.
That's
Every
why it's
damn
home
call.
crowd.
That's why I think that's some
It's
of the best
home
part.
crowd.
No, it is, but it's just like delusion. Even in my home crowd where I'm supporting my team, I'm not delusional, but that's just me. He was fitting in with them too. It'd be a call off the Pacers and he'd be like, definitely Pacers ball.
Nah, I couldn't hear all that.
He just kicked it. Tyrese Albert just kicked it out of it. I don't know, man. Tony Bradley put Cat in the head like, no, I think that was clean P. I think that was clean P. It was fun though. I think the big thing though is Tom Thibodeau being able to trust that bench. I think that's also can be an instrumental key to the rest of the series. I was a fan of what DeLon Wright was able to bring. He's always been really good defensively. Obviously, we know he's not going to kill anybody offensively, but I think in this matchup, that was one of the most significant things. I remember at one point in the game, Darrick came over to me and was like, when do you put Brunson back in the game? I said, they don't have anybody to pick on right now. So as long as you keep a decent enough lead, you wait as long as you can. And sure enough, we didn't see him pop back up until a minute something left in the game, and he come in and he does his job and you win the game. Two things. I was standing my ground and doing my whole shit, KB. Because I stood on his shit. When he threw that alley-oop to Toppin, I sat my ass down. I couldn't stand on my shit. But boy, when the tables had turned, the standing up, the cheering, the clapping, it was way easy to do with everybody sitting down. I was able to be loud and proud, boy. Woo! Go Knicks. And when that man, Carlton Towns, put my boy, that's my dog, Nembhard is in probably my top 10. But when he got his ass dunked on, sucked the life out of the crowd.
You literally felt the energy in the arena, just like he said, like sucked the life out of the crowd.
Did y'all see the point in real time?
What do you mean?
Because he dunked on him, then he pointed at him when he was on the ground.
No,
Oh,
I seen that. When
I
I seen
didn't see
it-
him punch.
Yeah.
I didn't
As soon
see
as
him
he
point.
did it, I seen him start flexing on him.
Okay.
And I was like, that makes
pointed
sense.
real quick and then flex. And I was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
On the
Damn.
broadcast, that shit was
So
tough.
he did it quick so he didn't get the text.
Exactly.
We asked yesterday on the Linear Show, basically, did the Knicks win this game or the Pacers lose? And I felt like it was really both. In that first half, the Pacers felt like they were doing everything right. And not only were they scoring, but defensively, you could see how they felt like they were in it. They were intense. They were picking up. They were doing all the little things. But once that second half started, they just kind of like folded once New York started fighting back. And I think he definitely needs to just be talked about because Jalen Brunson was in foul trouble and he just couldn't really find a rhythm during this game. Cat proved he had a big spark, and it kind of like clicked for him once he kind of got just like one layup or one basket. And he just started putting the ball on the floor and kept going to the cup. And that's where the basket opens up. You get the three, you get an and one dunk, and you have 20 points in a damn quarter. So it's like he was huge in that game.
Before we go further, you mentioned linear. We forgot to announce that we are adding an extra linear show. So starting Thursday, you're going to get another one. Go check your local listings to figure out what time that is and everything. But we give y'all an extra linear show. So you get 2 on YouTube, 2 on TV, different shows. Tune into all of them.
Yeah. I think at one point, one of the things about being in an arena is that you see certain shit that you don't really see on camera. Because like during a timeout once, they trying to get back on the court, and PJ Tucker's extended out on the court, like in Cat ear, like yelling at him because Cat wasn't playing that good. And I'm like, that's the type of stuff that you need certain guys in your locker room for, like a PJ Tucker. He sees the talent that Cat is, and he knows the level that he could play at. He getting on his ass a little bit, letting him know, like, hey, he probably telling you can get that three at any time. You could blow past Miles Turner's ass. He don't want to hang with you. Post him up a little bit, and then you saw Cat like take the aggression up and was like really like playing like he is one of the best offensively skilled bigs we've ever seen. Like it was like a switch was flipped.
It's like he just remembered he's just not a spot up shooter.
Yes.
Like, he could do more.
And I think that's probably what PJ Tucker was in his ear saying.
I was surprised that Miles Turner didn't get his ass benched late in this game, just because he was getting fried defensively. Karl-Anthony Towns is his
He
worst
was good
possible matchup.
But then it was
offensively
just
in
like,
first
who-
half though.
I didn't know who
he
was
was
gonna
hitting so
guard
many
that,
nice
though.
little bank shots.
I think you just go with Pascal Siakam. out there.
Pascal tried that too.
I'm not.
He-
I'm just saying it's a better option. He won't get
because
he
was
won't get
quicker.
blown past.
He was quicker, but I think Pascal did pick him up for possession, and then he just took him right to the post.
Yes,
It's
he
like,
did.
He couldn't
Post
do shit.
fade, yeah.
So it's like Cat was on one. He was on one.
Some of them things there's no schematically, nothing schematically can do. If he gonna hit a 28-foot pull-up jump shot, what are you supposed to do?
Yep.
You know, but some of the other ones getting blown by on the defensive side of the ball. That's where, again, game number one, that's what Carlisle decided to do, and it worked.
Yeah.
Didn't do it
I
this
was even
time.
taking Miles Turner to the block, giving him drop steps. Yeah, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, Miles Turner ended up having that one possession where he had like 2 offensive boards and then hit a 3. But if you look at the box score, he had like 1 rebound for like the majority of this game. I'm like, how
You know
the
what?
hell did
And
that
that's
work
crazy.
out?
For
that's
watching the game, I felt like Miles Turner was,
sometimes.
at least in the first half, he was really effective.
Yes, he
Maybe
is.
not rebounding,
Knocking
but
shots
scoring
down.
the
Yeah.
ball. He had turnaround fades. He was doing a lot. So
Yeah.
It was fun though. If we didn't work today, I wouldn't have mind doing it again. Like that's how much fun I had. Obviously, Darrick drove. It's easier to have fun when he's
As
the
a
one
passenger
driving.
princess.
Yeah.
Mike was the passenger princess. I was the backseat king.
Yeah, one of y'all would have had to drive there
Oh.
at least. I probably would have drove home, but I definitely would not have driven there again.
It was
How was the food? I know y'all ate before y'all got to the
he
arena.
was all right.
Oh, the restaurant was decent.
Decent.
It was cool. Yeah.
it was all right. Yeah, it's Indiana.
Hey, my dad's restaurant is in Indiana. They must have good food.
Gary.
Gary.
We went in Gary. No, I'm just joking. It was good though. I actually really enjoyed myself. I thought that the Pacer fans were extremely respectable. It was a great fine line. At least the people we were sitting next to. But we was able to talk shit. I rooted for my team. They was rooting for their teams. Everybody seemed like to put on a shirt. I'm a big fan of that.
Did you put on the shirt?
He didn't.
Did you
No.
put on the shirt?
He didn't.
No.
Oh.
Man,
But-
I bought a jersey though.
You bought
so
a
that's just
jersey.
respectable.
Everybody that we was around was real respectable, real nice people.
You know what I also thought too, and maybe it's just me.
I will say this though, Knicks fans, some of us was in there, we was doing our thing. It was some Knicks fans that started to annoy me when we left. There was some Pacer fans that did the same thing too, but you would think that the Knicks had won to go to the finals. How like when we were exiting, they went to the certain part of the outside arena where it was like a bunch of Knicks fans linked up and they was dancing and yelling and New York. And I'm like, man, bro, it's time to go home now. Like, y'all asking to get y'all ass whooped. Y'all trying to entice. Same thing with Pacer fan. I'm walking out. Dude say, Jalen Brunson a bitch. And then he look back at me and I say, fuck you telling me for? Fuck, what do you think I'm going to do? Crash out over Jalen Brunson? The fuck? I'm going home.
You saw they had the Jalen Brunson lookalike contest?
Yes,
No.
but I never see
Oh,
I didn't
no,
see
I
the
didn't.
people though.
Yeah.
Did they show the people?
Yeah, I saw a video this morning.
Don't tell me the dude that was looking like that was in that Drake contest was trying to show up again for this one.
They didn't really look like Jalen Brunson. They were just light-skinned dudes with like the
like
same
his-
hairstyle.
I know somebody who really could have been in that.
Oh, you talking about
Anwar.
he could have. But I thought like, so you know how everybody
This shit
stands at
weak.
the playoff games, like at the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
I thought you
He
you
do look-
sat
the winner do
down
look
once
like-
you're like the home team scored.
Yeah. That's not what happened?
No, Jalen Brunson scored and damn near everybody sat down. And I'm
yeah.
like, what the hell?
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah, I thought it
was for the
was
home team.
I
But I
think
was like-
I thought the
I guess it's different.
that's how the
across
Thunder
teams,
do
I
it.
guess. Yeah, that's how the Thunder do it. They'll do it on the free throw. 'Cause sometimes they got no choice.
I know some people be ready to sit down.
that shit was dope though. I enjoyed it, man. It was real fun. Like I said, we saw a lot of supporters. The stadium is beautiful, which we know from the All-Star. But yes, it was good. Darrick first playoff experience. I think
Yeah.
Mike went to Bulls Bucks. I went to Bulls Wizards. You ever been to a playoff? The Nets
I went
Sixers.
I went
to
to
a Clippers
Knicks
game.
Sixers. I went Clippers Jazz when Kawhi tore his shit. I was in the arena.
So yeah. Darrick
Was that was in LA, right?
Yeah.
Was the arena rocking?
No, because that was during COVID. It was only 30% capacity.
Oh, okay.
So it was actually like a damn rec league game.
Damn.
Felt like you could hear a pin drop, which was kind of cool because you get to hear like the players on court. I wasn't close enough to be able to hear that normally. You could hear the players communicate and stuff. It was fake decent.
Something I kind of picked up on, and we went to Indiana for All-Star and it just didn't want the same vibe because it's like everybody's kind of clashing.
It
in.
was snowy too.
Yeah. Bro, we always had a conversation and it's always around kind of like Devin Booker. Like when you're the man of the city, you just don't want to leave. Tyrese got that, and you can like being in the crowd and seeing the home fans welcome him when they calling his name, all the type of things. It just reminded me of that so much, and it kind of like, not everybody got to leave when it just go down a little bad, man. Yeah. Being the man of, especially one that you came up in, not one you just came to.
Say that to him.
Especially with smaller markets too.
Hey man, that shit got to be a hell of a
feeling.
Not
to Darrick.
Hell of a feeling.
Darrick say, fuck loyalty. They get hard, I'm leaving. Boy, I hope our podcast never slip. His ass gonna be like, boy, Joe Rogan, what you over there doing?
Luckily for Halliburton, though, his team gonna continue to win.
Calling it now, huh?
I mean, it's just historically they've continued to win.
Oh, I thought you meant this series.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, like, they probably won't be many down periods for Halliburton.
Yeah, the night after game 2, he was already at home, or the afternoon because the Fever had a game, and he was sitting courtside, and he got a standing ovation when they put him on the jumbotron. Like that's got to be something.
Yeah.
And now John Halliburton can attend basketball games again.
He free.
He free, my boy.
Is it just in Indy, or can he
just
go to
in
New
Indy?
York?
He can't go to the away games, and he has to be in the box instead of being courtside. But his mom and his girlfriend, fiance, I don't know what their relationship is, are always under that one basket, and he always look over to them after an and one.
So you're saying even if the Pacers did have some stretches where they had to get it together, he should leave then?
Depending on his age. Like if he's like 32 and they talking about we might have to go through a little rebuild, what is he staying? I just don't see the value of staying at 32 when you know you only have X amount of years left. Kind of got to capitalize on that.
Just loyalty in general.
Yeah, and you have legacy there.
I think it's also just
we watching right now.
My legacy is still solidified though.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's why I don't have to leave and jump ship every time.
But like me leaving doesn't affect my legacy. It's stapled here.
It does.
I think it could.
Yeah.
I don't agree with
that. I mean,
that.
maybe not in that city, but the overall legacy would change.
Do you think Dame's legacy changed?
In Portland, he A1.
Yeah.
But like his legacy will shift, right? We're watching on TV Lakers versus Mavericks from, I don't even know what year this is. If they went through a lot of rebuilding years under Dirk and the later parts of his career.
Kobe.
Yeah.
You think he should have just jumped ship just because things ain't going great? He played until he's 40.
True. Kobe did try to leave at least once. It just didn't fall through because of the Bulls.
When he recollected the story, he said it was to put pressure on them, and they did make moves as soon as he said, hey, you know what? I want to go to the Clippers or the Bulls. Next thing you know, Pau Gasol on the team. Next thing you know, we there and they're fine. You know.
Trade requests are so different then.
Yeah.
And I think
with Dallas though, Dirk never really had to wait that long though. They was always like pretty.
But that's the point I'm saying. You don't always, it don't always have to be waiting long. But I feel like the minute that it comes to anything that ain't gonna be like this crazy upside, you especially and others are go right to leave. Go right to leave. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing we're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think it always a rebuild has to be 8 years, especially if you that guy. You got me on the roster. I feel confident. If I'm Devin Booker and I'm one of those ones, we're going to have a couple down years because we got to figure out some things. We made some aggressive moves to try to take it, and it didn't go our way. Cool. You got me. It won't take that long anyway because I'm him.
What do you consider down years? Like, so if a team makes the playoffs every year,
out.
But if they make the playoffs every year and lose in the first round, that's fine?
I mean, yeah, I think it gives your, star players something to look forward to. I think star players.
So why do you want Giannis out there? Because Giannis has made the playoffs every year.
Well, I think Giannis, his goal is, well, I'm speaking for him. He wants to win championships.
He won one.
I'm sure Dirk probably wanted the same thing.
Giannis has vocally said repeatedly that he wants to win more.
So what about?
I don't know if Dirk.
What about Devin Booker then? Devin Booker only missed the playoffs once over the last 5 years. It was this season. Yeah. Every other year they've at least made it.
That's true.
After a tough start where they wasn't really on shit. But have you ever heard a star player in any of these guys' shoes, Dirk, Giannis, Kobe,
not say they want to win a championship?
Yeah, no, I haven't. But I also don't remember Dirk ever going to a podium being aggressive as Giannis has and saying hey, I just want to win championships wherever that can be. I just want to win championships. Dirk, I don't recall Dirk doing that.
What do you recall of Dirk in a post-game interview?
I think Dirk just constantly. Dirk seemed happy to be in Dallas.
I don't know.
He was a laughing stock of the league for a few years.
I think you are more familiar with the Giannis than you. I don't think you was watching this shit.
Not this game.
Remember, Dirk won an MVP and lost in the first round as a 1 seed.
I don't think you remember those times. The We Believe,
Yeah, they lost.
They
to
were
the
the
Warriors.
they were supposed to go to the championship. They were the team. They might have been the best record-wise team in the entire NBA, if I'm not mistaken. I think they might have won like 62 or 65 games that year. But I feel like if that happened in today, it would be like, well,
Mm-hmm.
They won 60. No, that's the wrong year. Just a year?
Was Joel out in the first year he won? Was he out in the first round the year he won MVP, or was he out in the second?
second, right?
2006, 2007, they won 67 games and lost in the first round.
67.
67. So that would be like if OKC shit the bed this year against
Yeah.
Memphis.
Okay.
Because they would have had the MVP and the 67 plus wins. I do believe though, Darrick, it is situational. But the guys that are in the conversations right now, like a Giannis or a Book, and me as a fan, I would prefer if they kind of stuck around with their teams and kind of thugged it out. But I understand Giannis's perspective specifically. But like Booker, trade things don't even really make sense to me.
That's the same way I feel about Giannis. None of what they say that Giannis can do, especially when you have like a Darrick type of perspective where it's like, he said he want to win championships. Okay, request a trade. Where is he going and he finna win the championship?
Especially after the new report that
He going to Brooklyn?
Horse is like, I'm not giving you what you want. We're gonna win this trade, even if we give up the best player. We want all the assets. We want all the young players. We want everything.
They tell me Giannis should request a trade and should look out because he has said that he wants a trade. I mean, he wants to win a championship. And then it's like, oh, what are they saying out there? That his landing spots are the Nets. A team like the Nets. Or he going to go to the Rockets and they're going to take back every fucking thing that make the Rockets attractive. And it's going to be him and Amin Thompson and Jalen Green.
That might be enough.
Not our Wills.
So it's just like, then what the fuck am I talking? That's where I'm like, the bang is not worth the buck, bro. You're not getting the bang for your buck. And my mindset is like that because of your boy.
No pun intended either.
No pun intended. Damian Lillard went to the fucking Bucks, and this shit ain't go nowhere near.
That's my thing. It's just, it always sounds good, but nothing is guaranteed when you make that move that you're just gonna automatically go to the finals and it's gonna be, peaches and cream over there. Like, it's just as hard as from the spot you're coming from.
And it's
Joe
only
Cronin
getting
did
harder.
the same thing as the Bucks GM. He said, we're not going to just trade you wherever you want to go. We're going to trade you where we think we get the best value for you. And
Yeah, that shit.
because Dame was like vocal.
You
At
think they
least his
did?
camp was about going to Miami.
Revisionist history-wise, you think they did that? Did they get the best bang for their buck for Damian Lillard, in your opinion?
I think so, because then they flipped Drew Holiday for more draft capital. Robert Williams is still someone they could flip.
I'm going to say no, KB. I'm going to say it probably was a situation they got a little 50-50. They was able to get some things that they like, and I think they was able to do right by him a little bit.
Yeah,
But I think
can
if you
see
get
that.
your bang for your buck, his ass is going somewhere for 3 young players, 3 picks. You're not getting Drew Holiday. If I'm trying to trade Damian Lillard and I want the best package, Drew Holiday is not involved in it at all. I'm getting some young talent to go with my Scoot Henderson. Not getting fucking Drew Holiday.
They got one first-round pick in 2019. I don't even know who did that turn into.
Talking about the Blazers?
This don't even make sense.
That trade didn't happen in 2019.
That's what I'm saying. This don't make sense. I'm reading it from the New York Post though. Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, Tumani Kamara, first-round pick and 2 swaps. And then obviously they traded Drew Holiday for other stuff as well.
So you got your boy Tamani.
That's a good pickup.
Yeah. Aiden hasn't really panned out.
He's been a negative
Aiden
more
was
than
in
a
this
positive.
trade. This
Yeah.
trade was 9 teams? Damn.
He was?
Yeah.
That shit. Yeah, that
Because the
feel like,
Suns got Yusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nazir Little, and Keon Johnson.
that shit
Yeah,
feels so
it
long
was,
ago.
It was a pretty big trade.
That's a nasty return.
Who else is
Golly.
involved?
The Celtics. I mean, no. The Celtics weren't. They ended up being a
No,
Clip
it's just those
for
3.
Holiday.
with Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was only 3.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I'm trying to remember who else was involved. Like, I know Miami wanted him with Tyler Hero and some stuff, because that's probably
Yeah,
what it would
the
end up
issue,
being.
that deal didn't go through because no one wanted Tyler Hero.
Was they trying to get you Duncan Robinson in that too?
I don't remember. But I know the Blazers.
Contractually,
The
probably.
Blazers was trying to really pursue Bam, but they were saying we're not trading Bam.
Right,
So
because that's nuts.
I'm glad we still in play. I'm not ready for all of that. Our boy Devin posted a trade yesterday. Did you see?
I seen that,
I had
yeah.
to log
Oh
off.
yeah, that shit was crazy.
I'm not ready for trade season if that's the shit we gonna get on
That
the
shit was
timeline.
bad.
The Drew Holiday trade was Malcolm Brogdon and Robert Williams, a first-round pick that turned to Bub Carrington, but they traded that pick for Denny Abdia.
I like
So in
that.
a way, Denny is a part of the Damian Lillard trade.
And I like that you got who else you just named?
Malcolm Brogdon, Robert Williams.
I'll wait because I like that what you potentially. I thought they were going to have a really good fire sale this season. I thought you were going to be able to move potentially Anthony Simons, Jeremy Grant, and Robert Williams, and it was going to be nice on this market. But nobody got traded. So
Which was crazy because I feel like when you have a new season, you have like your agendas you want to accomplish. I felt like making some trades should have been on that agenda for them this year. They did have that stretch though, but they won like damn near 10 games in a row, or like they had a really crazy stretch where they were playing well and they started trying to catch up on like the 10th seed.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that was like maybe we should keep these guys together, we could work on it, or what that was. But I thought they definitely should have made trades.
does it bother you if a player moves teams consistently after they move that first one? So like hypothetically speaking, let's say. Kind of how Kevin Durant has been. Kevin Durant left the Thunder, and now he's been with the Warriors, the Nets, the Suns.
I was
and he
thinking
to be
about
on
Russell when you
another
said
fucking
that.
Team.
Like I don't know when I watched Russell in a Nuggets jersey and he got the number 4 on his back. It's just like it's been a while since he's been number 0 for OKC, and it's just like, man,
Because he went from OKC to Houston, Washington, LA, Denver.
No, it don't bother me.
That shit nasty, man.
Yeah,
They do 'em up
it
with
don't
dirty.
bother me, but it's something that's just I don't know.
It
feels
distinguishes the legacy.
yeah.
Yeah, especially if the last couple stops aren't great.
And one of the benefits that he has in comparison to like Kevin Durant that I think him and Harden have is they have like, and I hate saying it like this, but they have a home. KD left the Thunder in a weird way where it became Russ's thing. KD don't really, and I
I see
my,
what you mean.
I love KD, so this is not to offend KD or whatever, because I know KD be active on Twitter. I know we like to clip shit. Don't numbers on the board who control the shit. Don't clip this and try to get some traction off my name or my words. But who is going to retire Kevin Durant's jersey?
Oklahoma.
Just by default?
Yeah, I think so. They're gonna put it past all the things they went through. They're gonna put it past him like a couple years after he retires, and they'll retire his jersey. I think he'll still get a warm welcome. I think people they won't forget necessarily, but I think people will start to really appreciate it as well.
Yeah.
I think he gets his jersey
Time
retired.
does heal all.
Yeah.
And heels hurt the walk in.
Do you think they'll do Warriors too?
Oh yeah. And Golden State probably. Yeah.
Two,
You think so?
Two
Yeah.
championships, two finals
MVPs.
MVPs.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
Where do you think he wants
Yeah.
his jersey retired?
OKC and Golden
probably
State.
OKC.
In his next team. Because that
But I
means
feel
My
you though.
favorite
It
version
really-
of Kevin Durant is on the Nets. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel you though.
Yeah,
P.
but Brooklyn, it was such a short stint. I don't. It's
not even. They're not even.
It don't feel like he-
said that.
it don't feel like he has a home
I'm
at
saying
all.
my favorite version. I didn't
Yeah.
say retired. I'm saying my favorite version. Which is
It don't feel like he has a home at all. You know,
Yeah, I
every
feel
stop he
you.
kind of goes to, a lot
even
of the
though he's a
conversations
fucking
he has.
billionaire who probably has 30 homes.
He got a home
but-
in every one of
Yeah,
these
he-
spots, actually.
It don't feel like he has no attachment to that place.
I feel you. Because the Thunder shit was so long ago. It was so important and so real, and he did his thing over there. He won an MVP. He he shifted everything that we know OKC to be is because of him. Because of Kevin Durant. But it just feels so distant.
I think they retired his jersey in Seattle when Seattle come back.
1,000%. 1,000%. I think he want that more than OKC. KD love him from Seattle, even though he was only there for 6 months.
Right.
Who else?
What a great, not great,
Who else
ridiculous story that is.
Are there any other stars or legacy guys who it feel like they might have?
Nah.
Everybody
I
got
think
they-
Kevin's in a one-of-one situation.
If Anthony Edwards because he's young, so anything is on the
The
horizon.
Spurs retire Kawhi Leonard,
No.
Yeah.
so that's a guy too. Then, unless you send the Clippers,
No, I
they
think
might
he-
do it just cause. But it's not.
I think
like,
he's gonna get it in Toronto as well. He's gonna get it in Toronto and San Antonio.
Do you see them as his homes?
San Antonio.
I feel like LA is home.
Me too.
I feel like
Even,
LA
even
is
though,
home.
even if they
literally.
don't do anything,
Yeah.
and win. Yeah.
He gets retired. Honestly, does Kawhi Leonard get retired by the Spurs?
Yeah.
I think they will.
I don't think it's out of realm possibility.
DPOY too.
I would say 80-20.
I forgot. Yeah.
I would say
They'll
80-20.
retire. They'll retire. He was DPOY Finals MVP. They'll retire. Silly question.
I'm trying to think.
They'll retire him for sure.
I don't think there's anybody else that kind of fit, at least not right now.
Carmelo gets retired by the Nuggets or the Knicks?
Knicks.
Because he can't. What are they gonna do? Give him number 7?
No, you can hang. 15 is getting retired anyway, so you just hang his 15 up there. Or you talking about for the Knicks?
For the Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean because Jokic is going to get his jersey retired.
Two
at
guys
15,
with the same retired jersey.
You just throw them both up there.
Oh, you could do that?
I'm sure, Matt.
You make your own rules.
I'm finna say
they got
can do
jerseys retired for motherfuckers that never play basketball.
That's true too.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you can do whatever the fuck they want to do if they really wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Because it ain't like you retiring him, so now Jokic got to change his number. It's like if we gonna retire
Can you imagine
15
that
anyway.
He go to 51 or some shit.
Yeah, that would be wild. But it's like if you're gonna retire the jersey number anyway, you could if you wanted to show love to Melo. And I mean, if you did want to put up number 7 because you don't want 2 15s, you own the team. I'm sure you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
I would just put.
I don't think they're gonna do
putting up
either.
15 would just be weird.
I don't think they're gonna do either. I think he'll get retired as a Knick if he gets retired.
Do you, as Carmelo Anthony though, if you're him, would you care that it's not 7 in Denver? Because you wore 15 in Denver, wouldn't you want it to be 15?
Yes.
That's one of the reasons I don't think they do it at all.
Yeah.
But if 10 and 20 years from now, if you went to a Nuggets game and you saw 15 Jokic and 15 Anthony, would you give 2 fucks that it's 215? Me either. I wouldn't be like, hey, why is it 215? Like I would be like, oh, Melo, hey, look at Melo up there.
I'm not gonna lie, that shit
cares,
would bother me a little
Huh?
bit.
So what if does Jokic have any say in this?
What did he complain about that
like-
he said that he always, what did he say yesterday? You should have known you was going to be bothered. We walked out. You said, oh, I would hate to go to the 3rd floor here. And KB, I guess it's a fucking elevator.
Yeah. I would
So,
hate
of
to walk
course,
up
he
the stairs.
go
So
to
that
that
shit would
floor.
bother me with the 215s.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. The scooter also fucking made him bleed. We walking into the
Oh,
game.
no.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Blood everywhere, all on his pants and
But
shit.
she said it made it be like it was allegedly. I showed you my hand. My shit was drenched. She said, damn, you got this shit in your pants
How
too.
did that
Yeah,
happen?
because exactly. As I said, how
When
did that happen?
The damn kickstand, bro, it's hard as hell. And me being a dummy was trying to like scoot it out and I just scraped my hand or my finger.
You're too old for that.
I'm bad, bro. I was trying to put the scooter up. It was hard. Weren't you having a little trouble with
All you
it?
had to do was
ain't
lift
using
it. I didn't. Ain't nothing scraped on my hand.
You
man.
did it, but you was having trouble with it a little bit.
I ain't got no scrapes.
Did you have a little trouble with it?
I don't
though?
have no scrapes.
You're not answering the question.
I had no scrapes.
So he was having trouble with it.
No. That's not what I said. I said I don't have no scrapes.
Hey, I'm just gonna ask you this. Out of all, it was me, P, and D Mills on the scooters. Who you think was the fastest rider on them?
Darrick.
Darrick was gone on them scooters,
He
bro.
was gone. He was gone.
He was having a little trouble. He's like, D Mills, wait up.
The second, on the way to the car, he was the fastest. Going to the stadium, I led us.
How
Yo,
much were they?
60 cents a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. Actually, I can't tell if that's good or bad.
It's like $5. Because
Okay.
the going there was quicker.
Yeah.
After the game, it's traffic, and we was just kind of euphorically going through the streets. We went the wrong way for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I remember a fan that we ran into was like, "Hey, slow down, y'all leaving Mike." On everything.
Oh, y'all might have been. When we first started, I could not get that shit to go. That's why D Mills had to help me out.
No,
Yeah,
at
Those
first,
scooters is nice though.
at first I thought you was tweaking. My bike was definitely on some nut shit the second way back.
Yeah.
I had mastered my shit going there, so I'm like, all right. Motherfucker kept like going now. Then I'm like trying to, you know, you got to give it the
Yeah.
kickstart.
Yeah.
My shit was starting without the kickstart. So I'm like, what the hell?
No, that's what I had tried to get off when we was coming to like a stoplight, and my shit was still going while like I was trying to brake, and I got off, and it started popping like a wheelie. I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah, some of them motherfuckers was tweaking. I'm like, but I definitely like the next time I go downtown or something with Dana, hopping on one of those.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I definitely
I do Uber Eats or the motherfuckers.
They keep
got
zooming
lucky.
though. They keep zooming.
The, Indiana said you can't use them on the sidewalks though.
You gotta be in the street. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Oh, you can't use them on in the. Oh, Austin said you can't use them on the sidewalk in Chicago either.
I do be feeling like a jackass.
Oh
when
yeah,
you're just,
well
like,
yeah.
in
In
the
Chicago,
lane.
we have the biking lane. They didn't have a biker lane in Indiana.
No.
Interesting. Well, getting back to this series, what happens tonight? Who wins tonight's game, in y'all opinion?
I'm going Pacers.
I'm gonna go Knicks. Like
With
I said,
the Halliburton jersey.
I know.
Okay.
They
Any update?
can
Well-
lose tonight and still win the series.
Mine shifts on Neesmith's availability.
Understood.
I just don't know. They still haven't given us an update, which is smart. You don't want to give an update now. Wait until damn near right before tip-off.
You don't want to expose your cards.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go Knicks. I think that Karl Anthony Towns definitely unlocked something in that last game, and I think he can carry that over. Honestly, if he could just give him some more stretches like that, where Jalen Brunson can at least get rest, I think it helps them just out tremendously, especially going into the fourth, where Jalen Brunson got more legs underneath him, he's ready to go, and then you just can't pay attention. You can't put all your attention and detail on Jalen Brunson when Cat's giving you the work too.
Yes. Honestly, it was actually surprising when you look at like the minutes played. Like looking at the Knicks thing, it just doesn't look as egregious as you're used to seeing it. Like guys are playing like 36. Towns played 32. Mitch Robinson played 28. I didn't expect him to play crazy, but Mikal Bridges didn't play his normal like 40 plus. He only played 36. Jalen Brunson played 30. So like a big part of it is also Josh Hart had a good game as well. So, and then you also got Landry Shaman and DeLon Wright came in. So like it was like a lot of good stuff that went right for them, that they was able to really rest their starters.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Knicks. I'm gonna go Knicks.
I thought he was actually about to go Pacers, just like on a list.
Fuck out of there. I'm going Knicks, man.
He said, "Don't let us get one. Y'all got y'all one."
We got our one in the worst game that we played. There's no
Yeah.
game this series where we looked that bad and out of it as we did, and to be able to turn it around, was super, super good. I think we've arguably been just as good or the better team in the series. That fourth quarter meltdown, I mean, we controlled that game for 4.5 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
The second game, they were flat out better than us, and then in game 3, we were able to turn the tides a little bit, and it kind of has made it even. So again, I think if you're the Knicks, you got a world of confidence. It ain't like you feel like you fighting this Goliath of a team that you just can't possibly beat. You have a lot of data that shows you that you are equipped to handle this team or even be better than this team. So I think that the Knicks take a little bit of momentum. And I know it got to be a brain fuck for the Pacers. You were a quarter away from going up 3-0 and being a game away from the NBA Finals. You're going to go up 3-0 and you blow a 20-point lead, and it's now 2-1, and it's now a series, and you can't think too far ahead like you probably were.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably in halftime in the locker room thinking like the finals, thinking about how the celebration gonna be.
Bro,
You're probably
they were
chasing.
in their
they were
defense-
all smiles in that first half. Like everything was going good.
In their defense, they've done it twice now. Like go up 2-0, lose game 3, and just bank that ass. for the
Yeah,
rest of
but
the
they
way.
haven't played against the Knicks, and in those games, and in those prior series, they didn't do that coming off blowing 20-point lead. Very different, very, very different.
I think I'm splitting it down the middle.
To lose a
You can't
20-point
do that,
lead.
KB. You have to pick one.
No,
To
I
bl-
am. I'm saying I'm splitting. Y'all, 2 of y'all win Knicks. 2 of us are
Oh,
going
I
Pacers.
thought you meant you would split between the.
Oh,
the
no.
picks.
No.
To blow a 20-point lead, I just think it's a tough mentality to bounce back from. That's why we fumbled the game 2 that we did. That's why I think when we beat the Boston Celtics, they did it a fucking again. It's very tough mentally. It's very. But, I'm not – obviously, we all know that they could definitely come in here and go up 3-1. They at home. That's the biggest benefit that they got, is that they did their work early.
Yeah.
So, but I do feel like it is a little bit pressure. It's kind of like how we was when we went up 2-0 on the Celtics. Then they won game 3, and Jalen Brown and them was like, it's pressure on them. You don't want to lose all the early work you did. You don't want us to come back and tie this series after you won 2 on the road. So, hopefully we can get them a little rattled. Hopefully,
When you said that, I didn't subscribe to that at all.
Rick Carlisle.
I think the pressure is always going to be on the team that's down.
No, for sure. But I do think that as a Knicks fan, I definitely went into game 4 like, oh, shit, we got to come out and do what we do. Because you go up 2 on the road and you lose all of that momentum. You don't want to go back back into the series and you just lost 2 games in a row after basically alley-ooping yourself the control of the series. That's deflating.
So-
And I think the last time I seen a team do that, they lost the fucking series. Now, I think Brunson was on that team.
What team you talking about?
When Dallas went into Los Angeles and they won against the Clippers, and then the Clippers went into Dallas and won those 2, and then Dallas went in on the road again to win 3, but then they lost the last 2 of the series to Kawhi and Paul George. I had never seen no shit. I remember the reaction. We was all, like, everybody was ready. Like, we all was counting, like, the Clippers, oh, hell no, they got to break this up. These motherfuckers losing to Luka.
We was a few years too early.
Oh yeah, they did that. Luka did that on the road.
Is that 2021? I'm trying to figure out.
Might be fresh out of the bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luka went on the road in the first 2 games.
And then they did it in Dallas.
And then they went back to Dallas and evened it up.
I think I know what you're talking
And it was a very weird series where nobody can win at home.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually like when you win, it's a series when the first team went on the road.
Well,
That was like
the Clippers couldn't have fans. Pretty much a neutral court.
Yeah, that's true.
But nah, it's not.
Did they have no
the
fans
rims,
at all,
though.
or was it limited?
Because I went to the next series. So did they open it up between that series and the next series?
All I got to do is
Yeah,
go.
I don't remember.
Because,
But I don't remember if it was
sometimes be
partial
tough.
or if it was none at all.
'Cause that was a first round series, right? And then they played the Jazz in the second round.
Yeah.
Jazz goes to the conference. Wait.
No,
that
Paul
makes sense.
George beats them because Kawhi goes down.
Right,
and
and then
have
they end
the
up in
Valley
the conference
dunk.
finals. Yep, there we go. COVID messed up everything in my memory.
Same.
You know
Like
what I
there's
was
like a
telling my
4-year
girl, though?
stretch where I don't remember nothing.
I was telling my girl that if COVID doesn't,
Yeah, there are fans
if
in
COVID didn't
this Clippers
happen,
building.
Okay.
There's limited, though.
she has to probably go into work like Monday through Friday every COVID introduced working
from
at
home,
home,
yeah.
like working remote.
Yeah,
And
man.
that's like one of the few things that I know people probably happy for.
Did she recently have to start back going?
No, but I was talking to one of the guys in my stream. He used to go like once a month. Now I think he's got to go like 3 times a week. So I know that's going to be a change.
Yeah, because you kind of get used to your schedule that way. All right, let's get into a ranking the best performances of the postseason. Now, I went through the archives, which is just looking at box scores, by the way, of every playoff game so far this year. And these are the stipulations that we have. I have 13 of performances that we got to narrow down to 10, and then we start to rank the 10.
Okay.
What I will say is that if your team lost, I didn't count the performance.
Okay.
So no disrespect to Jason Tatum. Right before he tore his Achilles, he was playing a phenomenal game.
Donovan Mitchell 48 not in there?
Not in here as well. There are some really good individual performances that ended in losses that I just didn't, because it would have just made it 20 people that we had to shut down to 10, and that would have been too much. So you had to win.
Okay.
48 should have made it.
They lost.
Yeah,
Sorry.
You don't get no passes.
Don't turn the ball over at the end of the game,
You ain't
Donovan.
get no passes because you my cousin.
Can I? It's can I get some of the performances you got up there?
Sure.
Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Jalen Brunson closeout game against Detroit.
He had
definitely
40
have
that
up
game,
there.
game 6. It's on my list.
Gary Trent.
Gary Trent / Giannis, game 3, 37 points each.
You don't have Aaron Nesmith game?
I did not have the Aaron Nesmith game.
You have Rudy
Jokic-
Gobert's game.
No, I didn't have Rudy Gobert.
27 and 24, KD?
But do you think that would have made the top 10? Let's be real.
Bottom 11.
All right, let me read you
Bottom
the ones I
11.
have, and you
Okay,
tell me if
matter
they
of fact,
deserve.
We can start it
Jokic
up.
game
We
1
can start
versus OKC is probably
100% on the list. Anthony Edwards game 4 versus LA. He had 43 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists.
Okay.
Jalen Green game 2 versus the Warriors, 38 points, 8 made threes in that game.
This is
Steph
one good
Curry game 3 versus Houston. No Jimmy Butler. He throws up 36 and 9
36
assists.
of them things.
Kawhi Leonard game 2 versus Denver, 39 points, where he basically didn't miss a shot.
Oh, man.
Nikola Jokic game 3 versus the Clippers, 36 points, 21 rebounds. Jamal Murray versus the Clippers, 43 points. Jalen Brunson game 6, the one y'all already mentioned against Detroit, 40 points. Gary Trent and Giannis both at 37, game 3 versus Indiana. Jason Tatum game 4 versus Orlando, 37 points in that one. Nikola Jokic game 1 versus OKC, 44, 22, and 6. Shai game 7 versus Denver, 35 points, crazy efficiency. And Anthony Edwards game 3 against the Warriors, 36 points, great efficiency.
I'm not going to let me know if I'm tripping, but that game 6 against Detroit, Jalen Brunson might be top 1.
Let's eliminate 3 before we get to the ones
So
that actually
I think
win.
the
Okay,
under went
bet.
Shay's 35 against the Nuggets in game
In the
7.
game 7,
That shit,
they get eliminated.
it was such a blowout, such a lopsided.
It's a blowout because he had 35 and great efficiency, though.
He did.
My first thought is this. No shame on the young man because I think he's gotten enough flack.
Jalen?
Jalen Green,
I was
that
thinking the
game,
same.
just
I
fit
was
none of
thinking the
what-
same
They
thing.
lost the series. He didn't have an overwhelmingly good series.
His numbers don't look too bad because of this game, this 38-point game.
It's important to watch basketball. Huh?
Yeah.
But that would be my first vote.
I would also vote for Tatum game 4 versus Orlando. It just don't have the stakes of some of these other games.
Yeah.
Even though it was a great game, I just feel like, they were going to win that series regardless. So y'all want to say Jalen Green's out,
Yeah.
and I'm putting my vote in for the Jason Tatum game being out too.
I'll let y'all cash out.
You said another game that which
Wait, let's stay on. Do y'all agree with that?
I'm cool with those two.
Okay,
I'm
so
cool
we
with those
only
two.
need to eliminate one after that.
okay.
And you already put your vote in for game 7 for Shai. What do you think?
No, I'm not taking a game 7.
I know the stakes are just too
Yeah,
high
I'm
for me to
not doing
eliminate that.
What are some of the other ones that you would think would be around there, just to kind of re-jog my memory?
Gary Trent and Giannis's game 3.
I would vote for that more than I would vote for the Jason Tatum one.
Anthony Edwards, 36 points versus the Warriors. That's when he came out in the third quarter and went nuts.
Yep.
Um,
Maybe the Bucks one, just because
But
They-
I mean,
they
at the
lost in
same
the first
time, how
round.
often you gonna get 37 from
Gary
Giannis
Trent Jr.,
and his role player? Gary
6th
Trent?
most important player. It's between those two.
I'm picking the Bucks one.
You voting Bucks. What are you voting, Darrick?
This is between that and the Shea one.
And Anthony Edwards.
Oh, Andy. Oh shit. That's tough because I like that game.
Now, I didn't obviously put moments in, right? Like Halliburton hitting game winners. That I was looking at full bodies of work, obviously.
And
I'll
it's
go.
up here multiple times.
I think he's got 2.
He would have 2 if we kept
Then,
this
yeah.
one. So cut this one.
I'll
We can
cut that
this
one.
All right. So now we are down to our last 10. Or did I cut one too many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, we didn't have to cut that last
So we
one.
just cut the
Or we can add the Rudy Gobert 2020 game if you want to. So Anthony Edwards only has 1, and then we add somebody else in.
No, I'm cool.
we can just add that one back up there. But that would just the Bucks one
I'm just
would
joking,
default
Rudy.
to 10 then, right?
Yeah.
Let
Or
me
not the
stop.
Bucks one,
The Anthony Edwards one.
the Anthony Edwards one.
Let me stop playing with Rudy.
I ain't mad at putting the Rudy Gobert game
Me
in.
either.
I thought
either.
you was gonna bring it up here.
I
I
should've.
definitely did. Like that was a closeout game too. 27-24 from Big Rudy.
It's number 10, but it's in the top 10. You're right.
It deserves to. If it is gonna make the list, it deserves to literally be at the bottom.
Okay. So
But
that's
I
our
respect
number
it.
10 spot. Rudy Gobert versus Lakers 2020 game, whatever the actual number
I think it's
was.
27-24.
So now we have to decide after that who's number 9. If I had to vote from the ones I'm looking at, it has to be Giannis and Gary Trent's game.
Yeah, it was just on the borderline of
Yeah.
the other one.
Mhm.
I agree.
So Giannis, Gary Trent, the only pair that share a spot, by the way. Also didn't put Pascal game 2 conference finals.
Yeah,
I thought
Oh,
about it,
man.
but like,
Mm.
it's a
Hell
tough
of a
go.
game.
Yeah.
it was
Loved.
a low key 40 too.
Yeah, it was. He was great.
Like he was just kind of scoring.
All right, so now that we got those out of the way, we have to decide between Jokic game 1 OKC 44, 22, and 6. We can agree that that's probably top 3 somewhere.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Shai's game 7. We got Jamal Murray's game 5. We have 43. We got Curry's game 3 versus Houston. Anthony Edwards game 4 versus LA. Or
I would go Anthony-
Jokic's game 3 versus the Clippers, which is 36 and 21.
Where
I would
Brunson
go-
at?
Brunson, I looked past him because I thought he was going to be higher. I'm looking for a
Okay.
number 7 spot.
I would say the Anthony Edwards one, the 30s, whatever he had. I think he struggled going into that first half, but the second half, yeah, he definitely turned.
No,
up.
we cut that one, remember? We cut that one for Rudy Gobert.
Then what is this one then?
This one is his 43, 9, and 6 game versus the
Oh
Lakers game
shit!
4.
No, that's
think that's
not-
higher, right? It's
Yeah,
gotta be way
I
higher.
thought this was going back. I'm about to say, I don't know.
This is gonna be tough. I'm leaning towards the Steph game.
I love that Steph game though.
It's a
Me
very
too.
good one. I mean,
That's
it's top
the one
10.
where Jimmy
get-
was out. They
we get-
said
We getting to a point where you're gonna have to cut some shit you love. The
yeah.
Jamal Murray one and the Steph ones are the ones that, you know.
I'm kind of leaning more Jamal here.
The Rudy one is the cut already, right?
It's just the bottom of the list, number 10.
Mm.
I'm leaning towards Jamal's.
Jamal, Steph for me.
Damn, it's on me.
Yeah.
It's on you.
I don't know
baby.
why. I'm still. That Shea game just doesn't really move me.
You by yourself on that
Yeah,
one.
it's a game 7.
It
Win or
is.
go home. He dropped 35 very efficiently.
He did.
And his team blew out the other team.
He did.
So if he had that same exact stat line, but it was a 2-point game, you respect it more?
Nah, I'm just saying, like, maybe I'm just going from a viewer's perspective. It just maybe I'm ranking it too much on like enjoyability. I didn't enjoy that game.
That's fair.
So like that 35 didn't really move me. Like it was good, but like I feel like the other performances were like a little bit more like you on the edge of your seat and you're excited and you more locked into them.
That's fair. So you kind of grading not just the performance, but the game attached to the performance.
Yeah.
That's not a wrong way to look at it. I think I just value the fact that it was a game 7 a little bit more.
If my team played and I was a Thunder fan, there's no way I'm ruling that game out. I'm not mad because my team blew somebody up. That's what you want to do in the game 7.
You do.
That speaks volumes. It ain't game 1. It's game 7. It's game 7. That's what I'm going off of.
I'm gonna take Steph.
Steph at the spot?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can put
2
Steph
votes,
there.
Steph. All right, Steph Curry is off the list. So now we decide between, we can add your Shai game. If we got Steph here, I'm putting my vote in again for the Jamal Murray game.
Me too.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray here. Okay,
Okay,
cool.
we go Jamal Murray.
So now we're down to our last couple, our last 6. Again, we got Ant-Man game 4 versus LA. We got Kawhi Leonard game 2 versus Denver. We got Jokic game 3 versus the Clippers. We got Brunson's game 6 in Detroit versus Detroit. And then we got Nikola Jokic's game 1 in OKC. And then now Shai's game 7. Those are the ones we got left, last 6. Of these,
right here would probably this is
it might be, for me, I might put my vote in for Jokic game 3 versus the Clips. Stupid stat line, 36 and 20.
I'm with that.
yeah, because his other performances are
Just
lot
better.
just a lot
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
So we're gonna go Jokic game 3. Now this is where things get real tough. I'm not mad at Shai's game 7 being in this
That's
spot.
the first thought.
Thoughts?
Yep.
Shai game
Perfect.
7.
Ready to get that shot in.
Or
Hell no. You wanted that to be dead last. It ended up at number,
crazy.
I don't even know, 5.
Yeah, that's why we.
Mills out. Yeah, I'll put it there.
Yeah.
He just so
We can't let you
hell-bent on
control
getting
this. That boy get a thought and just be on some nut shit.
So the last ones we have left, again, Brunson game 6 Detroit, Jokic game 1 OKC, Ant game 4 versus LA, Kawhi Leonard game 2 in Denver.
This could be Ant game 4 versus LA.
I'm not
I'm a-
mad at him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that too.
And I think right above that is
Kawhi.
Kawhi's performance for me.
That's not damn near not missing a shot on the game.
Yeah,
Just
that's-
You agree with
crazy,
that? So
man.
we
Yeah.
putting this in the spot?
Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna have that higher.
Oh, you
I
gonna
would
have that
I
higher?
would have it over the Jalen Brunson game personally. But it being a
Jalen
closeout
Brunson
game adds a lot
nah,
too.
that's number one.
Oh yeah, I
for
wasn't
me.
gonna have it.
That's
over
number
Jalen
one?
Brunson.
That's for
I
me,
think
that's number
Jokic,
one.
Jalen
Jokic
Brunson-
is 44 and 22 and 6 is my number 1.
Yeah.
I
That
know
was
they
in
lost
game
the
one?
series. That's game 1.
I might put Jokic. I mean, I might put. But so what's left? The Jokic.
It's between Jokic and Brunson right now for 1 and 2.
But the Kawhi was the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably would have went Jokic, Kawhi, Bron. The shot level making that Kawhi put on display was nuts. But I'm not mad at any other way.
So what's y'all vote? Who's number 1? Is it Brunson or is it Jokic?
My vote is Brunson.
Brunson would be one. He iced the series.
All right, there we go.
That's
Jokic
the
at
only
2.
reason.
Yeah.
Brunson at
If
1.
you're looking at counting stats, Jokic wins the conversation by far. But the moment of icing Asar
And then
they-
sending them home.
On their
I
floor?
can't. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just too big of a moment for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our top 10. We got Rudy Gobert, 2020 game. Giannis, Gary Trent, 37. Steph Curry, game 3. Jamal Murray's 33 points against OKC. Nikola Jokic, game 3. Shai, game 7. Anthony Edwards, game 4. Kawhi, game 2. Jokic, game 1. And Brunson as the number 1 performer. And that's game 6
I
versus
like
the
it, man. It's
Pistons.
good that
It's not a bad
we
list.
have to kind of argue it out about who's going to be what.
Yeah.
It just means we got a
Yeah.
bunch of good performances.
I just
Amazing
think it's crazy.
performances.
It's funny to see Rudy Gobert on that list.
But hey, you can't
Bro,
tell me that was the most unpredictable.
No,
that
it was a good
legit one
game.
of his best
No, it
postseason.
was.
No,
win-
not one of. It is by far the
Yeah.
best game he's ever played in the postseason.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not even thinking.
100%.
It's just funny to see him have a top
10 performance. And especially because you see him now and he's not
Yeah,
doing
it's
nothing.
He had that one game, but that one game was so
Was
damn
enough,
good.
Yeah.
Shams is predicting that this would be the craziest offseason in NBA history.
Shams
This
is
is the
saying
most,
that.
I think, anticipation team. This is the most, I think, anticipation team executives have had over an offseason. I think this offseason might be the most craziest ever.
Wow.
Open field, baby. We got to try to get it.
That if he's saying that, because we done had some disgusting off seasons, man. We done had some ridiculous off seasons. So if he is saying that,
Who y'all want to make a move to work like the most?
The Bulls.
Oh, well, besides your own damn
Okay.
team.
I don't know who it is, but Kevin Durant just being out there and available. I think that a lot of people are going to wait on the Giannis thing, right? And then if you strike out on Giannis, then maybe you go to Kevin Durant.
I want to see what the Nuggets do. Like, how do you make that work?
That would be one of my top teams. Just 'cause
I mean,
you want to just see something different than MPJ.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I mean, that makes me really excited for the offseason. That's when we really make money.
You know your Bulls not making no trades, though.
No, they're going to make a trade. It's just not going to be a good one. You know what I'm saying? They talking about RJ Barrett in
Y'all finna
Chicago.
trade Kobe White?
Yeah, maybe, hopefully.
You know, my dad know. My dad doesn't watch basketball.
Mm-hmm.
He might make a parlay every once in a while. He might have a game on.
Making a parlay on something you're not watching.
That's nuts, ain't it? That's why I laughed.
I know.
We getting closer and closer to the draft too. Alex Condon withdrew from the draft.
Oh, he did officially?
I was surprised when my dad knew who Kobe White
withdrew
was.
from the draft.
What did he say about Kobe White?
That he be betting on him.
Oh,
that he be
shit.
betting on him.
So if you don't know Kobe White,
No, he do because he know the hair. So
yeah,
he knows at least who the hell he is.
okay. Yeah, man.
But that shit's hilarious.
Who do we want to see make trades? Everybody. Sabonis, you're out.
Oh,
Kevin
yeah.
Durant, you're out. Giannis, you can stay around. But Dame, you're out.
Pelicans fire sale. Come get it.
We just watched it's been on TV. I don't know who been watching.
The Clay performance.
The Klay Thompson 37-point third quarter, right?
Yeah.
The team that the Kings
Did I just
ran
see
out
Hollis
there around
Thompson
Boogie,
on that court?
Ray McCollum was playing.
Was that Hollis Thompson out there?
They were nasty.
Jason Thompson.
Oh, okay.
From Ryder.
Hell no.
Shout out to Rider University.
Shout out to Ryder. Where is Ryder University?
Don't ask me.
I'm going to say Rhode Island.
Is it in New York? No.
Oh, Christian would know.
Christian will know.
It'd be funny.
New Jersey, there we go. You're right-ish. So I'm trying to send this over. Oh, I forgot one. Just random bits of knowledge about Rhode Island is what Christian is best known for now in the studio. Just random bits of Rhode Island.
Shit's so sick.
I came in here, Christian said, man, that India Love girl is bad.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. You like India Love, Christian?
Did you really say that, though?
You say you don't like her?
No.
Use your laptop right there. No. How y'all feeling outside of basketball?
Feeling pretty good.
You streaming tonight, you said?
Yep.
Are we going to do it finally?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
We're going to play.
Because I was like fake mad at you the other night.
Why?
Because we had planned. We left the studio that night and said, you level 15, we hopping on rivals tonight, we going to grind out ranked, all three of us. And then when it got to that time, you talking about, yeah, KB, you might as well go to bed. I'm over here putting together this stroller.
You do. You use the stroller right then and there?
Hell no, they ain't use the
No.
stroller that night or the day after.
We were just putting
Get
it
the
together.
fuck out of here.
Y'all didn't use it yet?
No.
What? If you ain't
I
want to
was
get on the
just getting it
game, just
done.
say you ain't want to get on. But he
Oh,
eventually
man.
got on.
I'm glad. That's why I'm glad I don't play that shit with y'all. Because, boy,
No, but we could definitely get on.
Because I was
Tonight.
excited to run some ranked. And
motherfucker.
My bad. We ended up, we did play. We grinded up a little bit. Because you in silver, right?
silver 3.
We're still in bronze.
Yeah, they have the thing. You can kind of redeem it, but it's like a shield or whatever. So if you lose a game, you don't lose any points.
Yeah, the chrome shield.
Yeah.
Do y'all be
But
killing?
it activates like every 4 games, right? Isn't it every 4
No,
games?
I told you they have the page where you can get a free skin, like a free coin for like a skin or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But you have to work up to the rewards to get the coin. But one of the rewards is like they have 2 of them that give you these little cards, and it's basically like you don't lose any points when you lose.
Mm.
That's why I like when you lost. I'm already in like bronze too, because even though we lost, this shit didn't mean nothing.
So what exactly are y'all doing that is different than what y'all was doing before?
We just all playing together, honestly. Like we would have days where I would play by myself, and I probably
No,
climb a
but I'm
rank.
saying y'all was making alt accounts to do what though?
Play
because
together.
they afraid to, well, I couldn't play with Mike and them because I don't play no more. So I was a low level, and they were in lobbies I can't get into. So they made, because where's your main account?
Plat 2.
And then your main account.
So yeah, like
And I'm
Plat
in
1.
silver because I don't play. So in
What
order
the fuck you smiling for?
Because I've been, my highest rank
What
be
the fuck you
Grandmaster.
smiling and shit? You asking what level he at?
Ain't nothing wrong with smiling. I'm going to smile till I can't smile no more.
It ain't, but you was like on some like, you
I'm
got
proud,
blushing.
man. I'm proud.
Motherfucker start blushing.
They don't know what it's like to go through the platinum lobbies. They really don't.
The fact you made it all the way through Diamond is pretty impressive. It's hard to even get to Diamond.
So why motherfuckers always be trying to talk shit to my boy D Millie? He plat too. Fuck.
Now, D. Millie's definitely good at the game.
He the best. We got the highest level.
Is he the best? Is he
Mike,
better than you?
Mike's made it the highest level.
Oh.
Mike made it all the way to Grandmaster.
D Mills not better than me until he gets some versatility up. D Mills will be on Iron Man all game getting drilled by a Punisher. He just won't say it.
You know, I don't know the game, but this is like the 8th time I've heard some shit like that where you don't change.
I'll change, but it's sometimes I just be like, we losing anyway.
That's nuts. That's such a bad mindset. Especially in a ranked game, we losing anyway. So let me just sail the rest of the game.
Sometimes
Because how can you be having fun if you getting your ass
Losing,
beat
right?
too?
But that's why I said this shit gonna be really funny. Because KB, it don't matter what game he is, he's playing objective.
Yeah.
And that's all Marvel
more than
Rivals is
anything in my
objective.
life, I like winning.
So we were playing quick
regardless.
play, and he's getting mad because people went on the objective. I'm like, bro, it's quick play. So I can already imagine how this shit finna be when rain. This shit gonna be funny.
That was funny because we was playing and it was at times where it was like, what? I was like, bro, why don't nobody have point? And the other team's invisible one was sitting on our point. And I'm like, bro, she's just sitting here. Why are we just letting her just sit on point?
Yeah.
That's the other funny thing too, is because I be hearing you play by yourself and you being there like saying your teammates ain't playing objective, but then you say some shit like that.
But that's only rare. And honestly, I won't switch a lot of times in quick play. Like in quick play, I don't really care. I'm just like, fuck it.
It's quick play.
But I could switch in rank.
I don't know, bro. I don't give a fuck if it's quick play, ranked. I want to win. I just want to win.
I didn't feel like that
I
playing quick play
understand that sentiment too, because that's like
you
playing
just get
rec.
practice up.
Yeah.
We played rec.
Yeah, I don't mean that
before.
I got to be super sweaty. Like, I'll play a character I don't know, but if I'm getting my ass beat, then let me switch to something
I'll
that I
switch.
know
Yeah.
so we
I
can
fuck
win.
with that.
It's a pride type of thing when somebody think they teeing up on me
Right.
while I'm practicing and shit.
Yeah.
That's why when we be playing rec and like a team bust our ass, they trying hard. We be like, man, we on new bills. We had them old bills. That shit will be wrapped up.
Hey, KB, we played
the pride.
we played in a lobby that had a sweaty Black Panther. He was
Hey, a good Black Panther go a long way.
He was
Motherfuckers
dogging
be
us,
fast.
bro. He was dogging us, bro.
It was ranked
No, it was quick play.
on quick play.
And we was like, he's definitely like a higher ranked player, but he probably is on a different
yeah.
account and grinding his way up. And we was just like, how the hell we get in a lobby with him?
Who's the best player you ever played with?
Samju, he's a streamer. He plays Black Panther exclusively. I'll be watching his streams. He'll fuck around and just carry a team.
Probably Tease. I don't think you know Tease. I think Tease came around from Marvel Rivals. I don't think is he a basketball fan? I don't think, because I remember the first time I met him,
I think he watches basketball. I don't know if he literally came over from here though.
I remember the first time I ever interacted with him, I was streaming and he came in my chat and was like, are you playing with viewers? And I was like, yeah, I'll play with you. And he sent me, and then we ended up playing it. And I was like, oh,
He was carrying
decent.
you. He was carrying you though.
Can't wait to play with him.
He's carried both of us before.
That boy said, I can't wait. He
Oh,
said,
you
I want to
played
play
with
with
him
Kevin
too?
Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
I played with him too.
Oh yeah.
Who's
yeah.
T? I don't remember names. What character? What
T's gone cold. He be playing. Well, I ain't be playing like.
Who's the guy
DPS.
that played Bucky? Like, this is months
Oh,
ago.
that's blacked out.
Yeah, I
that's
remember
Black
playing with him.
Panther.
He's pretty nice.
Yeah, he's
You know, Tease kind of plays everything. Like I'm not.
T's will load up as Black Widow, but he's
But
good
he'll be
enough.
good.
He's good enough to do his shit, but he'll load up like that.
All right,
Yeah.
damn. All right, we get it. He's good. Stop glazing him.
He better than you?
Yeah, probably.
Is he better than Mike?
I would never
gotta
say
throw a
that
probably on
somebody's
there.
better than
Yeah,
you.
just because I think Tease is a
I
really
think
good DPS.
I think he has a really good accuracy.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Is he
not
mouse?
like
He
that.
got to be mouse and key, right?
Yeah.
yeah. When he's playing Psylocke, that's when you know he locked in.
Okay.
I can't stand no damn silence.
All right, we'll see if something happened tonight. Because again, we made the same plan
I'll be
last
streaming.
time.
Mike been here, baby.
Mike been here. Be
The
sure
baby
to
not at
tune
the
in.
end though.
Mike been here, baby.
We was funny.
Why you
about-
ain't apply to Streamer University, bro?
I don't know.
Can you imagine Mike in that
I'm
setting?
gonna apply for the next.
That would be such a crazy setting to see Mike in.
Because Mike don't do no IRL anything.
At all.
I could be in there awkward and shit.
We did IRL
I mean-
stream. That man sent us to the wrong arena.
Hell no.
That still was one of the fun. That
We
was
got
so
the
funny.
setup. And if one of y'all want to use it, let me know, because then it's a tax write-off. It could be an Enjoy Basketball tax write-off.
I do that shit.
The whole
whenever.
IRL streaming compartment.
I do that shit on. I'm about to buy them. I'm about to buy them glasses. I should. Let me see. I might buy them after this.
Oh, then what's the color glasses?
The Meta
The
Ray-Bans.
Meta.
Yeah.
I think I want to do another golf stream.
I'll show you how to stream.
Oh,
That shit was fun when we did it. Super
I'm still
fun.
waiting to get that DDR machine in that room.
you nuts.
That
A
should
what
be
machine?
raw.
Dance Revolution.
Oh,
Some shit you would play once and never touch again.
Literally.
I haven't played Dance.
Wow,
Revolution
charge
in so
people
long.
walking around to
sucked
play
at
that
this
shit.
when I tried to play.
$5 per game, baby.
Did y'all like Guitar Hero?
Yeah.
Hell,
sucked at
oh
that
my
shit
God,
too.
boy.
I used to like Guitar Hero.
I was a fiend.
I used to be pretty decent at.
Boy,
it.
we had Guitar Hero and Rock Band, because Rock Band had like 7 spinoff games. It was Aerosmith. It was all of that.
All I used to play is that hit me with your best shot.
Hey, no bullshit. When I was a kid, I 100%ed every song.
I ain't do all that.
Oh wow.
Every song.
I ain't do
On
all
hard. Not on expert, but on hard. The game and me.
My
100%.
sister does a lot of that shit with like karaoke and dance. Like they have a lot of things that are just more than Dance Revolution. Like just simple shit you could plug and play.
Yeah.
She loves that shit.
Get them kids playing, man. I bought Avery
No,
a
get ass
GameCube.
outside, man.
A GameCube.
Join us
Oh,
for
that's
it.
why you bought
Nah,
that?
Yeah.
I thought that was for you.
I have
What?
played it more than her. I will say. I have played it more than her.
you
But she
play?
don't have the dexterity to really play.
Okay.
I got the one with the Game Boy adapter.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can play a Game Boy game on your
Oh,
TV.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
So Pokemon Emerald, or Pokemon
Indigo?
Ruby.
Oh,
Ruby.
Ruby. Okay.
I started that, but I think I'm
Did you-
gonna.
was you able to plug it up to your monitor?
No, that's why I think I'm just gonna keep with the. We've been playing on the ROMs. It's cool to have the physical, but like
Yeah.
playing on the computer is just way better.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I did order Monkey Ball, which is my favorite game growing up. I ordered it off eBay, so me and Avery gonna play that together because me and Thais used to play that.
Whenever the Switch 2 drop, I'm gonna get it hooked up to like
I
I
used
could
to-
hook that up
yeah.
to my capture
I
card.
used to like the Nintendo 64 more than the GameCube.
Same.
Me
The
too.
64 was gold.
64 was one of the best systems I've ever had in my entire
I got
life.
that too in the basement.
For real?
For real?
Think about
I
how
haven't
big
played
them
it yet.
damn controllers
wow.
were.
Yeah, bro.
And the cartridges.
Yeah.
Like that shit is crazy. You had to.
Let me know if y'all want to play Mario Party. We got this shit at
I
the
did
crib.
not know you had a 64, bro.
Bro, I have
Mar-
almost every gaming system of my
Mario-
life.
That
Okay.
Mario is an iconic game just because of that.
Well, I remember I borrowed 007 and Mike Chat, and they didn't know what I was talking about.
GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh
y'all
man,
was
that
too
little
young,
gold
bro.
PP7. Oh man,
Too young.
They don't know nothing about that.
Man,
that
one-
shit used to be hard back in the day.
It was.
Playing all them missions.
I do feel old.
I miss games like that, though.
Me too. You could just play by yourself and chill.
Because we loaded up, and Avery asked if it was broken because the quality was so bad.
Oh.
I'm like, damn, we are old because it's not 16:9, it's
Yeah.
4:3, and the game I got her was a Toy Story game. She got
Oh.
a Toy Story game. She got a Nicktoons game, and
I remember I was
It was a
watching somebody play the Simpsons hit and run game, and I was so amazed at how bad the damn graphics were. But when you played it back in the day, the shit didn't
it
matter.
didn't matter.
But I don't, honestly, I think our TVs are just so much better now that the graphics just look really bad. Like those systems are meant to like put their.
I think it's
graphics onto the
like that because
TV.
we're not used to it. Like in that time period, that's all we were accustomed to.
Yeah, everything looked like that back in the day.
I remember when I first got my
Oh.
I got a brand new flat screen and I first turned that shit on. That shit was looking so real because it was better than my last TV. It took me time to adjust to it to where it didn't look weird anymore. to me.
Right. Yeah, good old times, man. We should do a game night. Is it like we all be at the same place?
Well, I said I'm hosting a spades night soon. Just wait on it.
You got to bring the 64 over there, KB.
Let me know. I'll be there.
And I got the Pac-Man machine in the back. Come on now.
You do.
We also RDC been playing Minecraft together.
I seen that.
That shit been so.
Why don't we
funny.
do that? Why don't we come in here and do that soon?
I would love to just
It don't
play
take
games
nothing.
with the guys.
We already in this motherfucker. Well, I'm in this motherfucker 4-5 days a week already.
Same. I mean, we all gonna be really.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday twice, Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, mine is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, 5 days a week in the office. Which is kind of cool to be able to say like, I'm going to the office
Yeah.
You just gotta get some more activities in here.
and some fucking sunlight. God, I hate that we got no sunlight in this office,
And
man.
food that ain't fucking Oreos. I'm out of that phase of my life, Mike.
I mean, we gotta
Shit.
just have some perishables here. Like you
No,
know what
because
I'm
they're gonna
saying?
go. They're gonna perish.
I thought perishable was the one that lasts.
I thought perishable were things that like
Yeah, that
bananas
can
and
expire.
apples that
Like,
expire.
Yeah, your
Oh, we
your
got the
milk is-
non-perishable.
We do have non-perishables.
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
We got snacks.
But shit, it won't perish if we put some motherfucking fruits in them.
Just eat. Yeah, you just gotta eat them.
Just gotta eat them.
And if you don't eat your amount of fruit per week, then you get a whooping.
Greek yogurt. You know what I'm saying, hook a brother up.
I think we need a new refrigerator.
Yeah, that fridge is kind of small.
It's small and weak.
I think I put 6 water bottles in there. It was packed up.
We got Sprite cans.
We need a real refrigerator.
Can we take out the Sprite and add in some Olipop or something?
Yeah,
Oh, you fuck with Ollipops?
I mean,
I'm not a big pop guy, so
I'm not.
I
I
don't
like
like
Ollipops
carbonation
too.
at
I like.
all.
I like
have
a little
fridge
bit of
full
carbonation. I'm more
I
of
drank
like a
Olipop
sparkling.
right in front of you yesterday.
I'll drink
with
an
my
ice.
sweet cream. Huh?
I'll drink like an ice, something like sparkling or something like that.
Are y'all getting enough fiber? Let's have that conversation. It's people going into their 30s and already, my cousin already in his 30s.
Them Ollipops or whatever,
Have a lot of fiber.
they
Yeah,
had like
that's what I'm saying.
they had like 10 grams of
So
fiber.
I
in
eat
it.
these. This give you 32% of your fiber, and then I eat these chicken wraps, and the wrap is a fiber wrap, and I'm already at 100%. And then I can eat some grapes. I can eat some other stuff.
What about your protein?
Protein is why I'm still struggling.
Protein.
with it.
ain't-
This
that's
also
why I don't
gives
got
you.
no problem.
So look, listen.
This one gives you 12 grams. I drink my
have it up
drinks.
here.
You talking about your power shake?
Hey man, 42 grams of protein,
Yeah.
Damn.
230 calories.
Yeah.
I don't drink it every day, but on a day like today where I wake up, I get dressed and I head to the podcast, to be able to get, what did I do with the thing?
I get it's one in the garbage. I don't know if you threw it away.
Oh, I threw it away.
I get 16. I drink 3 of these a day. 16 is how much? That's 48.
Yeah.
So imagine you can get all of that in one of them.
48. Mm-hmm.
How you doing? You get all of that in one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been on. Matter of fact, let me track. I'm not turning into one of those.
I
but
got my Fitness Pal. I track my calories. and stuff.
I'm very curious to see the eating habits. So yeah, you get 42 grams of protein on 240 calories,
pretty good.
and it's good. It ain't a bad drink. It
Because
ain't
sometimes
bad.
you get those drinks and they just
Really
taste
nasty.
awful. Yeah.
These
These don't
Tastes
taste
like
like
health.
anything. The only thing I hate about it is it gives a lasting feel on your tongue. So every
I
time
got
I
that right
drink, I
now.
brush my teeth. I
I got that right now from the chocolate one,
Yeah,
but
it's too much.
it's still good, man.
Just take care of what y'all eating, man. It's easy to go to some place and eat trash every single day. But I think our audience continues to get older as we get older.
As we get older, yeah.
Y'all got to start taking care
I follow a
of
good guy on YouTube who helped me out a lot. Because when you start to do those type of things, you put so much pressure on yourself by trying to be like a perfect,
Right.
and it don't exist. And the dude basically is like, you know, if you have consistency, you can allow yourself to be a human. But it's a lot of those main things of just not having it consistently. So my main thing, again, I'm not a gym bro. I'm not a guy who talking about macros. You get what I'm saying? I ain't scaring the hoes away when we go out to eat. Hey, what you doing looking at those fries? I ain't doing that. But my main thing for me personally, I think it's also each person, the added sugar, man. I can't. I ain't really with the sugar thing no more. Turning 30, can't really be sugared in. Ain't drinking. You
That's
know.
how I feel when I be seeing them.
We started the
videos.
podcast. They used to have a Gatorade every show. That ain't really the thing. No
Gatorade
more.
Zero is a hit too, though. I love me some
Gatorade
Gatorade
Fit.
Zero.
I
You
don't
ever
like
had
the Gatorade
Fit?
Zero.
Gatorade Fit is the best. That's the healthiest Gatorade.
So you
can
need
drink.
the sugar.
I just would rather drink water or something else.
It's fair.
Or, yeah.
When I'm in trouble though, if I go out to eat somewhere, well, I didn't do it when we was in Indianapolis, but ChatGPT becomes my best friend. If I'm in a bit of a pickle, hey man, ChatGPT, what's something to eat? Did y'all know this? Because I was in a mood to treat myself. Had a good day. I'm like, man, I'm gonna go.
You deserve it, cuzzo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get it. So I asked ChatGPT, like, man, there is no such thing as a healthy milkshake, ChatGPT, but what's like a good one? He told me where not to go. Or no.
You gave it a he, huh?
Yeah, so he.
I kind of look at AI as like,
If she can
because of
be-
all the movies, like
Yeah.
a lot of time the AI is like, Jarvis is, and I guess iRobot was men, but like a lot of the movies in AI, they usually like women.
I mean, Siri was a woman,
There you go.
but
Karen.
the reason I know this is a he is because when I asked him something about music related, he broed me up. The way he talked changed. Seriously.
You told him talking AAV because he'll do that too.
Talk to your AI. And if you are professional, it'll be like I was asking about like my index, starting index funds and different things about investments. Very professional, very professional.
Where you were asking him for picks?
I asked it about me.
Can
No,
you do that?
I asked him to break down.
What you got to my parlay?
He probably would be like, man, bro, you gotta lay off for the TJ McConnell 3-point, take the under on the TJ McConnell 3-point shots. But long story short, I think ChatGPT told me that a Potbelly's milkshake, an Oreo milkshake from Potbelly, has 92 grams of sugar.
Oh my God.
And I was like, what?
Say that again?
92 grams of sugar in a milkshake from Potbelly. Potbelly, your good sandwiches. I hate to be throwing you under the bus, but I got a platform.
Don't burn that bridge because we love to do that sponsorship.
No,
That's why when I
absolutely.
be
I
seeing
get
desserts and
my
stuff on-
my turkey and cheddar, but I ain't getting a milkshake.
That's why when I see the desserts and stuff on social media, where it's
We
just
talked
like,
about
We talking about this last night.
cinnamon
yeah.
roll infused peach cobbler.
It's just I can't do that, bro. It's just too much.
That's
Literally
my
too
weak.
much,
That used
man.
to be my weakness though. Sweets.
Yeah.
I've never been a candy guy, but like a brownie, a cookie. I go
I
to the
could
mall.
definitely
I
get
gotta
down
get
with
Mrs. Fields.
My wife be
Yeah.
making fun of me based on my like snacks and my dessert. Cause y'all know I'm good to bring some popcorn now. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep me some popcorn, pop chips, these allergen-free granola bars. Like I very rarely have a craving for like, ooh, I want an Oreo or chocolate chip cookie or something along those lines. It's probably because I haven't been able to eat it for 5 years, but
Yeah.
Do
I
y'all?
don't ever want to go back to eating it.
I definitely, after I be eating dinner, I be like, I need some sweet. And that may be just like getting a cookie or something like that. Usually we got some type of
But
dessert in
that's
the
get a
fridge.
strawberry game. Get a blueberry.
Oh, you know what's a hit that I told him about that as a 30-year-old I feel crazy that I just discovered
A lot
this.
of frozen grapes.
That's the best
Oh,
candy
yeah,
in the
yeah,
world.
Yeah.
Frozen grape remind me of a Gusher, and that was my favorite candy as a kid. Gushers
You like that sensation?
had me crazy. I'm gonna ignore what you just said, but
No, I asked that for real.
You know
though.
it was a Lil Wayne line.
No.
Explode in the mouth like a gusher.
I hate the texture of something like something feel like cream filled donuts, anything like that.
I hate cream. I don't
I
like.
can't
I'm
do
not a
that. I
cream
can't
filled
bite
donut
into
guy.
something.
You don't like jelly donuts?
I never.
Jelly
I've never
donuts
liked
are
jelly
decent.
donuts either.
Oh,
I
man.
can only have like one though. Like
Yeah, who's eating 4 jelly donuts?
I mean to say like I can have it every once
even
in a while.
even a former big back like myself wasn't eating 4 jelly donuts in a sitting.
I
You
just
ain't never
can't,
ate 4 jelly donuts.
Oh, I don't like jelly donuts.
But I'm saying if you did, you wouldn't eat 4 jelly donuts. Probably 4 Krispy Kreme glazed out fresh
yeah,
out of the
those.
thing.
Yeah.
Really? I see. I can't do that. I wouldn't
The
be able to do that
jelly-
either.
In my
It's
prime,
good.
in my prime big
You're
back,
knocked
I would
out.
fuck up for those hot and fresh
It's
glazed donuts.
one of the things that
It
flavor
melt in your
gets to me.
mouth.
I've made donuts before, and I can
Really?
get there. Yeah.
You know what else I was fucking up? The super donuts we used to eat as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I
Once we rediscovered them as adults, that was such a bad week
I
for
remember,
me.
I remember y'all went and bought a big box.
I
of
set them in my
Boy.
freezer right now. 'Cause I had to
Yes,
leave.
from
I
GFS.
I stop
man.
myself every day when I go to the store because right by the checkout they have the big boxes of like Krispy Kreme donuts, and I'm like,
Yes, they do now.
I be
Yes,
like, man,
yes.
I should probably just get one,
Yes.
have one in the house. I can grab me a donut. I be like,
Those Krispy
I
Kreme
just rather
donuts, they
not.
don't taste
Just
the
keep-
same from going actually to Krispy
I
Kreme.
know
Next
they
time you see
don't.
that, get it for me though.
I got you.
But I want the box.
You just want the box?
Yeah, because it would be a good prop for the show.
Oh, okay.
You
'Cause we
start
wanted the
glazing.
hats. Matter of fact,
You start glazing. You get
I don't
the
know
box.
the next time I'm going to Krispy Kreme. I'm staying away from shit like that. But if I was to go, I would have got the hats.
You can't buy them online. I look for them. All right, let's wrap up today's episode. If you
Here's the
enjoyed it,
facts.
Oh.
I want to be
Go ahead.
facts. Potbelly Oreo shake is indeed a high sugar indulgence. According to nutritional data, a regular 16-ounce serving contains approximately 71 grams of sugar and 740 calories. This is just a regular.
740 calories.
And then they put the little cookie on the top.
Golly.
I never ate the cookie, but people apparently go crazy for the cookie, so it only adds to it.
You never had one of those cookies?
It's like a
What cookies?
full.
The cookie that's on the top. Like, do you? That's
Yeah, it's a butter cookie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want whoever made my milkshake dirty ass finger to go onto my cookie that I'm about to eat.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? They digging in their ass, grabbing the lid, talking about some scratching the butt because you
Talking
know
about extra
booty
flavor.
bumps is going viral. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Yeah, booty bumps. You used to have booty bumps when we was younger. That's the
How would you
person
know
doing
that?
your show with your cousin. I remember your mom saying, "Contrell, Pierre, he got to come in for a second so I can put this ointment on his booty bump."
This is a tangent. When we were kids, I didn't know what the word constipated mean. And our cousin, she missed like the first couple hours of school because of constipation, and she came to school, and I was like, What you doing here? I thought you was constipated. Like loud as hell in front of everybody.
That's funny as hell.
Which
What
one?
is you-
Kayla?
It was Kayla. It was Kayla.
Oh, that shit crazy.
Yeah.
Constipation, man. How do you get constipated? Have you ever been constipated as an
For
adult?
sure, yeah.
No.
You for real?
Just recently, yeah.
I remember my dog.
When I
was-
first started doing keto, I got constipated.
Seriously?
That makes sense. Change your
You
diet.
change your, when you change your diet, you can become constipated.
You said your dog was constipated? My Penny was constipated, and
They,
What a
you gotta
podcast
literally
topic.
go to the damn vet and they gonna take that motherfucker out.
well, she eventually got through
We
it
had to do
herself.
that with Jax, 'cause he ate a rubber glove.
Ew.
So I'm watching the doctor just never mind.
Ugh.
Just doing shit. Just dog
Ugh,
stuff.
Just a rubber glove. We
I
didn't even
mean,
benefit from like this shouldn't even taste good. You just ate it.
Thank
Just
you,
ate
bro.
it. Just ate
I
it.
walk Penny sometimes, and she want to lick every white spot, which is AKA bird shit. And I'm like, what are you getting from that? what are you getting from that? You're a one now. You just doing shit.
You are one now. It's funny.
The first 8 months is like, what's that? But like now it's you're 1.5 damn near. You just like every
The definition of just doing shit for animals. You ever see animals throw up and then they just start trying to lick it?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I know something
I
worse.
watched Jax throw up and Koba sit right next to him waiting for him to finish so he can get it.
Bro, that's the
that's-
definition of just
And
do.
I'm like, get in your crate, bro. Get
That-
away.
No, the definition of doing some shit is when I'm brushing my teeth and Penny is on the edge of the bed barking at herself in the mirror. Talking
Gotta
I'm
make
like,
sure
what?
she still got her game face just in case.
Like, bro, that's you. That is you. She almost ran to the neighbor car because she saw a dog. I'm like, that's you. It's your reflection. That's just doing shit. That is literally just doing shit. But yeah, make sure y'all eating whatever y'all need to eat to not be constipated and have booty bumps like my cousin.
Leave a like, subscribe. We'll see y'all next time.